inn in the small town of Adelaide. You have returned to the town, having dealt with the Zvart menace and collected your reward.
Oh, we killed them?
Nope.
Oh.
The Smurfs, yes.
So we did it. So we did the quest. We defeated the Smurfs.
Indeed. And you had found out that the Zvarts had been kind of pushed into coming down from the mountains and out of the hills by a group of trolls and giants that had kind of pushed them out of this ruined castle they had been staying in. You had also found out that a trade caravan is currently passing through Adelaide. And, there was this old man in there, and he told Romulus some stories about how he discovered a city in the desert to the east, known as the Barren Wastes, that he believes is the ruins of one of the Union of 28's floating cities from long ago. So what do you guys do?
Well, I believe there was talk about us following with a caravan. And quite frankly, I think other people had stuff they want to do. I'm not totally sure.
We still have to sell those jewels, don't we?
Yeah.
We didn't do that already, did we?
I don't know, did you? It's your inventory. Do you still have jewels in it you want to sell?
I mean, I think I sold mine, but do we sell the other one? I don't think I actually was holding the other ones. Nobody? Good talk.
I didn't have the jewels, so I haven't been keeping track of them.
Yeah.
Well, I don't think I have anything else to sell then, if none of us have jewels.
Okay. So you're just hanging out at the inn?
I shall approach the caravan lead and inquire about joining them for their travels.
Oh, do we want to do that again?
Alright, so you walk up to him. And he introduces himself. He is a human by the name of Francis Mulligan. And
Here we want this. Maybe we should take a mulligan on it.
he kind of asks, like, what do you mean by joining with us? I mean, you're more welcome to travel with us, following the caravan if that's what you want.
Precisely, yes, that. Mostly making sure that, our presence isn't a hassle.
No, unless you decide to, make it a hassle. I don't see why it would.
All right. When are you all departing?
Oh, probably the next morning. We're just about finished up with the trading we were going to do here. We're planning on heading west.
I'm gonna head off.
All right.
All right, have a good night, Cece.
Have a good night. We shall see you in the morning then,
Sure,
I guess.
bright and early.
Indeed. Yep, bright and early.
Bright and early.
Bright and early, and then right. Romulus is going to walk off.
All right.
He has a 6 in charisma. What do you guys want from this guy?
So do I. That's why I don't do the talking.
Why do we want to join this caravan?
Because they're going west, and we're going to go on a journey to the west.
Almost like they are marching in a westerly direction.
Mm-hmm.
Indeed.
It's like they're crawling across the map, hex by hex.
Oh, actually, speaking of hex by hex, hey, Under, did you ever make those maps?
No, I forgot.
Okay,
Sorry.
all good. Honestly, I was actually going to be really surprised if you were just like, "Oh yeah, here you are, two fully made maps."
Okay, well, what was west that we wanted to head west for?
Adventure,
Yeah, but which specific adventure?
the promise of adventure.
Hmm.
Look, our other options are like a spooky, cursed desert, which people tend to disappear in, or fighting a bunch of giants who came down from the mountains. And quite frankly, that one seems a little bit out of our abilities.
Considering we got the shit kicked out of us by the things that they kicked out of the mountains, yeah.
Yeah. If we got our asses kicked by the stuff that got kicked out of the mountains, then that sounds like a no-go. The desert, while potentially illuminating, is also cursed. And
That's
quite
bad.
frankly, exactly, that's bad. And if we can't handle some cursed little smurfs, then I doubt we can handle a cursed desert. Which leaves us with option 3. Travel through the Koodle group with these fine folk and their trading caravan.
Okay.
Unless, of course, you think we could take the giants or go into the, cursed desert of curse.
Going against the Giants sounds like a bad idea.
Yes, this is quite.
Mm-hmm. We've all seen Attack on Titan. We know what happens when you fight giants.
Well, you guys while away the night at the inn. Morning comes. You all get a long rest if you haven't had one already. And you see the caravan at the edge of town starting to make preparations to leave.
Under, I don't know how big this caravan is, but I would like to be part of it.
Well, the trading caravan is basically Francis on a wagon with a couple of mules, and a guy riding shotgun with a heavy crossbow.
Oh, it's one cart. Okay.
It's one wagon.
All right.
Oh, so okay, yeah, I'll go along with this protection detail.
Is there room in the back of the cart?
His cart, no.
I think we have our own cart. Like,
Well, the
That's
plan
so-
was to buy a cart.
look, I have a cart, but that has highly flammable materials in it. Does anyone want to sit in my highly flammable cart with my highly flammable materials?
I don't think so.
You sure? I swear, it's really safe. We had a whole discussion about it earlier today.
For some reason, I don't think I want to be there. No.
I mean, if nobody else is going to take that offer, sure.
I
What's
mean,
it
I'm
gonna
not gonna
do,
ride
kill
in
me?
his cart. Don't we have enough to get a second cart?
Well, yes.
You're-
You see, I
You're
thought that
going to need
was.
horses to pull it, too.
A donkey. A burro.
I mean, if you have enough to buy another cart and something to pull it, by all means, go ahead. For now, I'm going to be sitting in the cart with all the pitch, and if there's trouble, I'm just going to jump out. And then
Yeah,
I
I'll
won't be
walk
in
along
trouble.
beside the cart. I'll walk along beside the cart. I'm not wearing any armor. Takes me a bonus action to don it.
Wait, did we ask these if we could join these people?
Yes.
Yeah, they said they had no problem with you following them around.
Is there a vendor, a trader who would sell us another cart with something to carry it?
Well, you could buy a cart in Adelaide, and there is people who sell animals. There's like there's actually like 3 carpenters in Adelaide.
Okay, I want to make a trip to go inquire about the cart.
Yeah. Carts cost 15 gold.
Okay, and then I want to inquire about something to pull the cart.
Okay, well, a draft horse costs 50 gold.
Perhaps you should look into the mule or the donkey, like Mr. Edicus I have here.
Okay, how much are mules and or donkeys?
Oh, those are only 8 gold.
How much is a cart?
15.
How much can a cart carry? How many people?
I have 15 gold. I am willing to contribute to the new cart and buggy fund.
How many people can a cart carry?
Would you believe that they don't actually tell us that? A
I would
cart.
believe.
Yeah. So let's see, it's a cart, so it can probably carry 4 to 6 people.
Actually, what's the difference between a cart and a wagon?
Size. Also, carts are generally open top. Wagons generally have like a canvas covering.
Oh, okay. So a cart would be like what we have just a little bit higher in the Discord chat right there that says
Yes,
Nitro
that is
Glycerin.
a cart. A wagon is, think like the Oregon Trail covered wagon. That's a wagon.
Ah,
What's the
Yeah, we'll
price?
grab one of those carts and we'll stick the midgets in it.
What's the price difference between the cover and no cover?
A wagon costs 35 gold. Oh, a wagon's also longer. It can carry more. You could probably fit, with nothing else in the wagon, maybe a dozen people in the wagon, but if you're carrying supplies or trade goods, it'll depend on how much you're carrying. The bulk of it.
Or should we just get a wagon in case we pick up anything along the way and other friends join us?
I don't know. Can you afford a wagon? And do you have the financing to acquire enough mules in order to pull a wagon and the full complement of weight of all the people you might be transporting?
Or how many would that need to be?
A single donkey can pull 2,100 pounds. And a cart weighs 200 pounds. So you have like 1,900 pounds of cargo weight in that cart.
Well, how much does a wagon weigh then?
A wagon weighs 400.
I mean, it seems like one donkey is still a lot.
Each person in the party has probably got 300 pounds if you count the personal weight plus their equipment.
And there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of us.
People like you, Hayes, are going to weigh significantly less because you're a mage. But, like the fighters and the paladins and stuff are all going to weigh a fuckload.
Okay, you said one donkey can carry 1,900.
In the carts, yes, they can pull 1,900.
But 2 donkeys could do double that.
Correct.
And they're only 8 gold?
They're only 8 gold. 10 gold if to actually affix them to you have to pay for the bit and brittle to attach them to the cart. So 10 total because it's 2 gold for the bit and brittle.
Okay. Do you recall if we actually sold the gems or not?
Nope, I don't keep track of that. That's your guys' responsibility.
Yep, that's player stuff.
If it's not in your inventory, then you probably did. If you had gems to sell and they're not in your inventory anymore, you probably sold them and got gold.
Unfortunately, our accountant seems to be AFK at the moment.
Yeah.
And Mick seems to have kept up with the party funds, and he is AFK. So, how much we have is, I don't know.
Well, I think we should go with the wagon and 2 donkeys.
I agree. Since
I'm gonna be right back to the restroom.
Since the explosive soldier has his cart in front, we can get us a wagon to follow behind. I agree with that.
No. The wagon goes last on the train.
Explosives would go last, out of the way.
Also, it's not explosives; it's flammables. There is a very important difference.
Yeah, well, yeah, because if it was explosives, we'd be in trouble. Just flammables, you're the only one in trouble. So, yeah, it works for me.
So we're looking at what, 55 gold here total?
Yeah.
I give 15 gold. That's all I have. But I have 22 silver, but I want to keep those. So I'll give you 15 gold. That's in my gold inventory. I don't think
Okay.
but okay.
Smooth, do you have gold to contribute?
I do not.
Oh. Romulus, you have gold to contribute.
I think he said he was going AFK.
Yeah. Pete can give some gold.
Yeah, actually, while you're busy shopping for this wagon, you might run into a sort of raggedy-looking traveling minstrel who overhears you haggling with the wagon salesman. And he says, "Hey, I have 5 gold I can chip in if you'll give me passage to the next town."
You a music man?
I am the music man.
Good. That is very, very good. We need a good music man. I will take up cart.
Right, then I'll chip in the last 5 gold.
Okay, so 5 from you, very good, nice man. And 15 from the other one, and then I will pay the remaining 35 so we could get this wagon and 2 of the donkeys.
Okay.
The battle wagon is starting early, Under.
That's all right.
Soon it'll be modified with armor plating and weapons. And another dragon will take it away from us.
Under, I can buy anything on the adventuring gear table here, right?
Yes. All of this is available in Adelaide.
A dragon's not gonna take it from us. Under's just gonna laugh when we bring a Humvee to an artillery fight.
Do we have provisions?
Do you?
Do I?
You might want to bring some. Or not. It can be interesting to see if the party starves to death on this.
I guess I need provisions.
Mm-hmm. Fortunately, there are people who sell like dried meats and things that make up iron rations.
Well, how long do we plan to be adventuring, adventurers? Should you start with rations?
Most people do. Yeah, they start with some.
How come those didn't show up in like the inventory sheet?
Most,
Maybe that you didn't start with any. Then they would have.
if you took the class equipment, you should have a pack that has a bunch of rations in it.
I think all the adventurers packs have like 10 days of rations.
Yeah.
It's odd. It doesn't say that on my sheet. So how many days do we need, gents?
How far is it that we're planning on traveling?
I don't know.
Under how far of a travel are we looking at?
Well, let's see. So along the trade road, there are many like small little villages where you would be able to get things like food, though they're fairly small. We're talking like little small farming communities, so they aren't going to have most equipment. They also wouldn't be willing to buy most equipment, but they would have food that you could buy. And they're like the closest one is like a day away. There are some segments that would be a couple of days of travel along the road before you would get to the next village. The total time to the next major town would be, so let's say it'd be one. Just let me figure out the distance involved. So the next major town along the road heading west is Kobavu. It's about 492 miles away.
And we're going to be traveling at 20 some.
Standard pace is 24 miles a day. So it'd be about 20 and a half days of travel.
All right. Well, I've got rations for that.
I do not. Okay, well,
I can take care of most of the food problems.
oh, you can feed the food.
Remember, Ranger, it's what most of us do.
Okay, very good. Then we don't need the food.
You should have food.
Oh.
There are other things I'm going to need magic for, especially if we're running into fights.
Okay, I want to buy 10 days of rations.
Okay. Yeah, that's easily doable. Rations are just 5 silver for a day's worth of rations.
Okay, 10 days times 5. That's 50 silver. Wait, that's right, 50 silver?
Yeah.
Okay, I do that.
I'm sure.
Yes, yes.
Iron.
I hear you.
I hear you. You are low though.
Okay, sorry, I got back about 30 seconds ago, but I couldn't hear anybody.
Okay, is there anything else we need, gents?
I'm ready to travel.
All right, so you guys are setting off with your wagon, the party wagon, the fire cart, all following this merchant and his bodyguard as he drives a wagon.
Indeed, we shall follow suit.
All right, so you start heading southwest along the trade road. The first day is rather uneventful, and actually the day ends as you kind of start pulling into a small little farming village by the name of Anamaniku. Unfortunately, there are no inns or anything in the village, so you guys will end up having to pitch tents and stuff around the a camp just outside of the village.
I will sleep in the wagon.
I place my wagon at a safe distance from our camp and from the village.
And what would you think is a safe distance?
40 feet.
Okay.
After all, it's a viscous tar flammable material, not a explosive.
Uh-huh. That is what they tell you.
30 kilotons of benzol.
Little do we know that the small farming village is called Halifax. Yep, I'll just place it 30 feet away, and I will make sure that those walking by it are. Oh, I will literally put up a sign on it saying what it is.
Uh-huh.
I got some chalk on me, so I'll just write that big letters on the side.
Do you have red, blue, and yellow?
No, just white.
Some civilized person you are can't even color code your hazard warnings.
Don't think historically they invented colored chalk yet.
Not really. They had dyes, you could dye it. They generally didn't.
Makes sense to me.
Still a barbarian.
I will also unfix Mr. Edicus from the wagon.
So now spooking him with him dragging the flaming wagon of pitch through town.
Or farmland. That's correct. Those Cobalt Commandos are going to have to come up with a new strategy.
Damn, did I like share my notes or something accidentally?
No, I just really like the Cobalt Commandos from Baldur's Gate. Like, they were just fun. And a great supply of fire arrows.
Yep. Alright, yeah. So you guys pitch your tent. The night goes uneventfully. And in the morning, Francis stops and does a little bit of training, but not much, and then you guys head off. Another 24 miles along this road to another village by the name of Darwarn. Now this is at the edge of the Black Forest timberland, and besides some farming here, they also tend to do some lumbering.
Good old lumbering.
As we're pulling into the village, I'll cast Goodberry twice and start handing them out to the party, our company, and all the beasts of burden.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, one thing that you do notice is that the villagers here in Darwarn seem a little skittish at your arrival. More so than, they were at, Animaniku.
Is Hayes sitting out front of the wagon? If he is, we're going to push him back inside the wagon. That may be scaring the people.
How much time is there before, actual hard sleep is required?
You have maybe a half hour to an hour. This village between Darwarn and Animaniku is like 24 miles.
Does it have a pub?
It does not. This is another small little farming village.
I will attempt to inquire as to the mood of the town.
Okay, who are you asking that to?
Who here looks like a reasonable authority figure?
Well, there's that old man in a rocking chair out in one of the in front of one of the hovels.
Say,
Four
does it
crates
have
in the back of his
spirit
car.
Old
on it?
people in rocking chairs are a classic source of information. I will approach.
All right, yeah, you're approaching. He seems to be chewing something. Kind of has a spittoon next to him. Kind of looks you up and down as you approach and says, What you doing over down here in Darwarn? Nobody here right here usually rates somebody if you already like you.
We're passing through as part of a caravan, although I am curious as to the skittish nature that seems to be possessing many of the villagers.
No, those youngins decided to go off deep into the woods in search of adventure and treasure, they say. I'll tell you what they did do. They angered Chaziel, and now Chaziel's demanding a bit of payment to not burn down the village.
Chaziel?
This green dragon lives out in the forest. Him and us here have kind of had this uneasy peace. We don't bother him, he doesn't bother us. Damn kids decided to go fuck around in his part of the forest, and, well, here we are. Yeah, right?
Under.
Those damn kids, stupid fucks.
When did this happen, sir?
Oh, just a couple days ago. I thought we sent someone to a runner to what's his face up there in Adelaide. Sir Fancy Pants with all his knights and the like. They like killing dragons. Figured they might want to deal with this shit.
We just came from Adelaide, and as far as I know, I don't think they've received the message.
Did you pass him on the road? Would have been some youngin, maybe 14, 13 summer or something like that. Would have been running down the road. Didn't exactly have any animals to give him.
Underdark, does this match anything I've seen?
You guys haven't seen anybody else on the road.
I will communicate that to him. Sir, we have not seen any runners on the road from Adelaide.
Damn kids, fucking unreliable bitches.
Can I insight check him?
Absolutely.
Just, see if he's all there.
Yeah.
One quick second. I shall be applying tactical assessment. Hooray for D8s.
You're tactically assessing this old guy.
Indeed.
All right, yeah, so you kind of get the sense he's a little more worried than he's letting on about this dragon, especially when you tell him that you haven't seen the kid. 22 would tell you he doesn't seem addled so much as he's just bitter. And it would also tell you that if they sent out a kid to run along the road to Adelaide and you didn't see him, that usually doesn't bode well for the kid. Assuming he literally didn't just fuck off.
Poor child. He is dead.
Sir, do you know how far away this dragon's territory might be?
Why? Fancying yourselves some kind of dragon slayers?
I wouldn't go so far as Dragon Slayer, but I can at least tell that things are not going this town's way. The least I could do is get some information and present it to my companions, see if they'd be willing to try to help. At the very least, reach some kind of accord.
Accord? Bah, we can get an accord. And it's very simple. We give it all the gold it wants, and it doesn't burn down our village and kill everyone inside of it.
That's not an accord, that's an ultimatum.
Well, if you really want to talk to it, I don't suppose I really care all that much. The dragon's already been angered up and all that. It's about, if you were to head off into the woods, it's about 18 miles or so that way. He points to the northwest.
All right. And out of curiosity, any of the children that have offended this dragon, I don't suppose any of them yet live?
Yeah, I'm sure they live. After all, a dragon's interested in getting gold from us, not necessarily just a snack.
If we assist you with this dragon issue, maybe will you give us some gold?
You bring me the head of that dragon, and we'll give you the gold we were going to give the dragon. How's that?
How big is this dragon?
That sounds blatantly extortive.
Well, you managed to pull it off. We'd rather pay you guys gold once than have to keep paying this dragon to not kill us all. As for the size of the dragon, it's about a horse and a half long, horse and a half tall. About the size of half of a house.
Under that sounds like a young adult dragon. Would I know any better than that? Like about how old and dangerous this dragon's gonna be?
You would know that dragons tend to get larger as they age, and what he's describing is on the younger side of a dragon. As for how dangerous it is, it's a dragon.
Mm.
It's on the
Yeah, but-
cover of the game we're playing for a reason.
And as far as dragon goes, this would be one of the safer ones to fight, but it's still a dragon.
I mean, technically, the game we're playing has a giant on the cover, but it is in the name.
Actually, under
Yes.
something I noticed when you're describing. He said that the green dragon was threatening to burn down the town.
Oh, okay. Well, kill everyone in the town and destroy it.
Right. I was
Raise the
about to-
village.
Yeah, I was about to ask, do dragons not operate on the same color palette that we are accustomed to, or would I not know that?
As far as you know, they follow the same color palette. I misspoke. I, the DM, misspoke.
All good. I just got kind of excited. I'm like, oh boy, Under's getting like, who knows what he's gonna pull out on us.
Don't worry, Gilbert. He's got 3 different D100 tables for these dragons.
Yeah, each time he populates a world with a dragon, there's 7 D100 tables he draws traits and abilities from. Each dragon is unique.
Well, see, what he did was before the campaign even started, he procedurally generated the evolution of dragons from their forebears to determine what their breath weapons do.
Indeed.
Didn't you say you had some kind of accord with this dragon before?
Oh, sure. We left him alone. He left us alone. It's more of a live and let live, and well, apparently the kids went and annoyed the damn bugger, and now he's threatened to kill everyone.
Okay. Instead of killing him, I'm not taking that off the table. I like death. But why don't we have some options here? What if we'll keep killing him on the table, but what if we were to reinstate such an accord instead? Would this be acceptable?
I literally just proposed that, Hazor.
Shut up.
Honestly, I'm curious as to what'll happen when we go there to kill him and he eats all of us, and then he inevitably figures out that it was you who sent us.
What's this, an ogre? What are we doing?
We're discussing a dragon, Astrid. Apparently, some youngsters from this village have irritated a pubescent dragon who is feeling the need to swing his dick around, per se.
He wants gold. But they were going to pay him, but we're discussing our alternatives.
We're being waylaid by this adolescent dragon?
No,
No.
we've gone to a town and we're discussing assisting them with their problem.
You guys have been following that trade caravan. And you pulled into to this one little farming village, and everyone seemed a little more skittish than normal. And Romulus started talking to this older gentleman in front of a hovel, and turns out they got a dragon issue.
Ah, I see. Thanks for catching me up. Sorry I was gone for a bit. I had to take care
No
of
worries.
some hives. It was pretty bad.
Additionally, they attempted to send a runner to Adelaide, but we haven't seen a runner, and we came down the only road that he would have been on, so
He
that's
sent one supposedly.
not boding well. According to this old man here, actually, sir, what is your name?
My name is Jakob.
Pleasure to meet you, Jakob.
Jakob. You asshole.
Jakob, sorry, it's the helmet. Tap the helmet.
Well, tell you what. Take out his dragon. We'll call it good.
You just.
You wish you was.
It certainly wouldn't hurt to investigate. We can't in good conscience leave this village to, be sacked.
I agree. What kind of colored dragon is this that we're talking about?
Green.
Nasty bit.
But it can breathe fire, apparently.
Large size, huge size,
Oh,
gigantic.
it's prepubescent, like the size of a good sized horse. I guess a little bit bigger than Mr. Etiquette.
Is the person lying about the size, DM? I try to insight check.
Romulus already did. He was not lying.
I detect thoughts. Was he lying? I do it without verbal or somatic components, by the way.
Okay, yeah, so you're doing detect thoughts. His thoughts are, he's not lying. There is a dragon threatening the town. It is a large dragon.
And there was a courier you sent?
There was a courier. The name of Matthias. And he thinks of Matthias along with all the other younger people, like teenage type people, is here as a bunch of idiotic, suicidal idiots. And
So young people.
Yeah, young people. First they wake up the dragon, then they fuck up, getting to Adelaide to raise the alarm. He's just kind of like, yeah, that's typical. But here are some people who seem to know what they're doing. Surely they can help us.
Does the dragon have any allies that you know of?
Nope, can't say it does. Lives alone in the forest.
So how much gold was he demanding again that you would pay us for his head?
Oh, we were able to scrape together an initial tribute of 472 gold. But that's basically everything we got.
Is it everything he has?
Yeah. They were very much prepared to just give up all the gold, to ensure that they don't die.
Well, Saffron Romulus. You guys up for killing it?
Help them.
Yeah.
Yes, if this dragon won't see reason, well, it'll meet its end.
Or we will.
Great.
Or we'll run away, but
Yeah, it should make good songwriting material, if nothing else.
Astrid, now that you're here, did you sell the gems at the town before you left?
those are considered party funds, I assumed.
Yeah. Did you sell them?
I would have sold them.
Okay.
I was gone for a bit out of character because I had to take care of some things.
Yeah, it's fine if you'd wanted to sell them. It would have been straightforward too. There were jewelers in Adelaide; they would have bought them.
Appreciate it.
We were. If you would distribute some gold to the party, we used our funds to purchase a wagon and 2 donkeys for our voyage. So, if you distribute 5 gold back to Saffron, 15 back to Ivan, and 35 back to me.
Yeah, I'm Saffron, by the way. I helped pay for your wagon.
Appreciate it, Saffron. I'm Astrid. It's nice to meet you. So, you guys already did all the party purchasing stuff? Let me subtract it, if so.
They paid for it with their personal funds.
That's what I'm saying.
For melee components or whatever the hell. Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. So just take out 55 from the party funds, and everyone else adds your funds back.
Okay. Did anyone need studded leather or something?
Let me check.
Oh, wait, were those things done before he left? So I could have picked them up on his way with us? The owl things he made?
Oh, they weren't ready yet by the time we left, I think.
No, I
Just
don't
a
need
day
that.
short. All right. Okay, so on to the thing that we're supposed to do.
Oh,
Do we know where this dragon is?
Yes, about 18 miles that way. I'm gonna point the direction that the
you still have Detect Thoughts running, right, Astrid?
Yes.
So yeah, the old man would have been kind of thinking of like this path through, like winding path through the forest where he hunts for like mushrooms and shit. And yeah, there's kind of this how to describe it. It's like there's a half of a ravine. Like there's a point where the ground kind of comes up and forms a hill on one side and a cliff on the other. And there's a cave in that, and this cave has where the dragon lairs.
I see. Am I able to distinguish this ravine on the map?
It is not marked on the map.
I see. Is anyone in the party proficient with cartography tools?
Maybe. Or would I shoot that?
That would be in your tool proficiencies.
Where's that?
up by your languages.
It's right below your DC, spell save DC.
I only see.
I don't have cartographer's tools, but I do have skill and survival.
Well, I don't have that.
Well, let's see if we can.
I don't see it.
Let's see if we can like deduce a rough location estimate. Are we able to deduce any rough estimate on the map, or are the details too fine for the map to be useful?
Yeah, I mean it's 18 miles to the south, to the northwest.
I mean, this should be a pretty obvious formation if it's like it's a mine, right? So
Yeah, this
there should be the
by a
remnants of a
ravine,
road at
yeah.
least going there. Or
I'll go and
path.
I'll make a mark on the map where I think it is the northwest. You said northwest, right?
I did.
Very good. Okay. Let's see. How many days travel do we think that would be?
18 miles.
Yeah.
It's like a day, 2.
No. I mean, it sounds like the other town was what, 24 miles away. You said under.
It'll be like 5 or
Yes,
6 hours.
Standard
Yeah.
travel distance is about 24 miles a day.
Yeah, we're
we'll be fine.
looking at about 5 hours approximately of travel, not accounting for delays.
All right. What daylight are we burning? Is it afternoon?
It is.
No,
it
we
is
have
evening.
about an hour.
You have
Sorry.
10 minutes.
10 minutes. That's a good
10
point.
minutes
We
for
burnt
evening?
a lot of that time talking.
Yeah. Yeah, you guys have traveled to Darwarn from Anamaniku over the whole day, which was 24 miles. Like it is the end of the day as you arrive in this town and start talking to this and find this old man.
All right.
We should
Well,
crash out here and then start up in the morning.
that sounds wonderful. Is there any lodging here in this town for people like us?
No.
Ah,
Nope, we camp outside.
This is a small village. There is like 50 people here.
okay. I guess we begin setting up camp then.
Yeah, so you guys set up camp next to Francis's camp.
I place my cart of flammable material again, safely away from everything else. Near the road, though. That way it's away from most burning stuff. But, standard
Uh-huh.
safety.
Do you want a trench dug in? I got mold earth. That'll make it a lot faster.
Nah,
All right.
I literally just leave it in the cart overnight.
Okay.
And I detach Mr. Edicus.
I'm going to start writing a pair of letters just in case things go south.
Okay.
Actually, I would probably only need one. Just to the guy in charge of the city we came from, Lord what's his face, saying that there's a dragon in the general area of it, and that we are going to go deal with it, and you'll probably hear back from another bird within a couple days if we succeed. And then tomorrow I'm just going to send my animal companion out towards the city.
All right.
What's the bird look like?
It's just a raven.
Neat.
And we're all level 3 now, right?
Indeed.
All right.
Rejoice.
Yep, you've graduated from fighting tiny little blue smurfs to dragons.
We're almost halfway to beating the game. We just need to find a good dungeon. After this dragon, of course.
What do you think we were fighting the Smurfs in?
In the cave. They don't count.
Where do most dungeons start?
In the cave. But you see, the Smurfs didn't have the proper artisanship to consider it a dungeon. It was more like a den.
All right.
You're just going to be a wine snob except for caves and dungeons.
Underdark, I'll take a third watch shift during the night.
Okay. Are you the only one that's going to be on watch?
I'll go ahead and take an alarm ritual. 20 feet around me.
I'll take a
And-
second watch.
I'll take the first watch.
Let's see. Let me also get the owl familiar I have out. That'll be on watch as well.
Okay.
If you guys need me for a watch, I'll be available. I'm gonna start heading to bed though.
Need watch within this little village limits?
That's up to you.
Yeah, I think we better have watch.
Okay. Well, 3 people have volunteered for 3 different watches.
I will volunteer as well.
Okay. So the night is uneventful, and morning comes.
Alright. I will get Birdie, tie the note to the bird with a little bit of rope, and then send it on its way towards the city.
Yep, starts flying to the northeast.
Where'd you get that bird? That's real neat.
I'm a ranger, it's what we do.
Just pour on a little piece of paper. Donkey hider. Ads in their bird master. Interesting.
Are you keeping a list of all of the things I do?
No.
Just gonna tip the side of the paper towards me over and look at what's on the list.
Uh-oh. I mean, there's some other things that you generally do. It's the ranger description. Yeah, the DM. What the DM said.
Yeah, I'll just tip that note back up and say nothing.
I'm trying to think of some poem and shit. Be nice to get all of us in it. Have it a bit funny and lighthearted.
All right, yeah. So the morning is coming. You guys all see Francis preparing his wagon to head out.
I don't wish them well, send them off. I'm assuming they're still going to continue without us. Let's see,
Kind of
who's
waves
that?
and off he goes.
Was Francis the God sent fella?
Francis was the guy who was doing the trade wagon that was leaving.
To the God sent fella, I wish him well in his holy quest.
No, that was the old man. That was his bodyguard with the crossbow.
That fella.
Mm-hmm.
I wish him well.
Okay. He thanks you. Good luck with your dragon hunt.
Aye.
We're going to be far along that road when you're done.
Yep.
That sounds
Maybe
like
we'll
a
see each other
smart
again.
thing to do.
So, to adventure.
Okay, so what are you guys doing? You're just sitting there in Darwarn right now.
Well,
Let's go chase a dragon.
I attach Mr. Edicus to the cart, and I begin traveling in the direction that is indicated.
Aye.
Arg.
All right. Who's in front?
No, who's on first?
Romulus.
All right, Romulus. Well, if you're going to start trying to track this dragon, go ahead and make a survival check.
I'll be bringing up the rear.
So you guys have the flammable wagon in the front this time?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, that way there's a plainly visible beacon that the party should retreat in the event shit goes horribly wrong.
All
and
right.
and hopefully my death will allow Rohan to know that Gondor calls for aid.
Okay.
Begins!
Yeah, so you guys start going to the northwest through the forest. And, as you're kind of looking around, you can tell that, there is a trail. And it looks like that, based on the stumps and stuff that you're seeing, that Darwarn has been using this as timberland and, cutting down trees and making logs and stuff out of it. And, the trail continues deeper and deeper into the woods. So you're going to need to make some more survival checks as the trail kind of peters out and you're just kind of navigating through wilderness.
Lucky.
Okay. All right, well, this is going to be like a skill challenge, so you need to keep rolling.
All right. Yes, I'm using that 10. Lucky.
Okay.
I forgot we're playing Dice Dark Souls Edition.
Right? Jesus.
Oh my god, what are we rolling in this?
No, he's
No,
doing
we're not
survival
rolling
checks as
that.
you guys are navigating through the wilderness.
Oh my god,
Leading
we're gonna
you through
die.
it.
Oh my god, we're gonna die.
All
Not
right,
yet,
all right.
not
Keep
yet.
going.
So 11, a 10, and 18.
11,
I'll be
10,
back.
and
This thing
18.
is leaking.
I mean, don't we have a ranger in the party?
I'm going to utilize a 13. Yeah, but for some reason the ranger doesn't want to lead. No one's helping me either. All right.
Keep
Yeah,
going.
so keep going.
I mean, sending an archer on the front lines isn't normally.
15.
Okay.
Keep going.
No. So you guys are, tramping your way through the woods, generally north, the westerly direction. You can see evidence now and then that something big had, kind of gone through and ruffled the trees or scratched up some areas. And as you go farther and farther away from Darwin, you notice that the trees are starting to get a little closer together. The greenery is getting thicker and more voluminous. But you've also seen very little wildlife. Some small rabbits, some foxes. But you haven't seen anything bigger than that. No wolves, no deer, no owl bears. nor any evidence of their recent passing.
This is peculiar.
This is peculiar. In a forest of this size, you would expect there to be game, and you don't really see any, or any evidence that there is game nearby.
And this dragon's been within a day's walk. It's maybe a few hours' flight of all this territory. This is probably its hunting grounds.
Yeah, funny you should mention that, because anyone with a past perception of 10 or higher would be able to hear the sound of wings beating in the air, and they are getting closer.
I'm gonna duck into the
Crap.
tree line somewhere and make like a tree and blend in with the forest.
All right. I hop off my cart and I detach Mr. Atticus.
Okay.
We must detach the other donkeys as well.
Alright, so you guys detach your donkeys. Wings are getting pretty close. Sounds like
Armor
he's
up.
coming right for you.
Yeah, I'm
Try
just hiding.
that.
Initiative!
What
Can
direction?
try to
Yeah, look which way it is. Where's it coming from?
It is coming from the north.
And I see the dragon.
No.
Dragon?
try to conceal the donkeys.
Oh, is it nightfall already?
No, it's not. It's like midday.
Oh. Well, what's this about concealing a donkey? Are we in trouble or something?
Yes, the dragon has
The
found us.
dragon is flying towards us.
I'm
Alright.
glad people listen so closely.
I'm
I'm gonna try to hitch the
Who's that?
donkeys to a nearby tree. Are there trees nearby?
You're in a forest. There is a tree right next to you, and a tree over there, and it's a pretty dense forest.
I'm gonna try to hitch this donkey.
Okay.
Well,
I am. What's the most open space available to us?
This path.
I would like to stand in the middle of the path,
Okay.
near my barrels of pitch,
Uh-huh.
and I shall simply wait.
Okay. So you're waiting.
Actually, I lied about
And you guys
hitching.
can
I do
see-
not hitch. I am
Too
sorry.
late. And you hear the beating of the wings as it gets closer. And you see this large green draconic form, through the canopy as it comes in and kind of lands at the tree right in front of you. There are some branches, and rather big branches, some of them, kind of fall to the ground. It's about 20 feet in front of you along the path. And it's looking down at you with its serpentine eyes. And it speaks in common. You are not the villagers. And that does not look like tribute. What are you doing in my domain?
Is this the next day?
What the hell are you talking about?
Oh, we took a long rest. That's what I'm asking. our
You're in the
character.
middle of the
We-
forest. You've done nothing of the sort. You took your long rest back in the village, and then you spent a half day
Yeah.
trekking through the forest.
Yeah. That's what I was asking.
And Romulus
Oh,
is
it's
standing
just-
out in the middle of the trail, blocking eyes of this dragon. It sounds like the rest of you kind of like ran off into the woods slightly.
I'll go ahead and dismount and approach the dragon.
Dragon is at the top of a tree about 20 feet down the path, and it landed and asked you guys a question. And you're saying you're going to walk towards it?
Good afternoon, great dragon.
Well, I guess we'll find out if it's a good afternoon for you yet.
I'm still alive right now, therefore it must be.
A reasonable position. Though I am still waiting on your answer.
We are here on behalf of the village.
Indeed. And yet you
No.
bring no tribute.
Well, we have a proposition for you.
Oh, a proposition, you say?
I'm gonna go ahead and cast Detect Thoughts because I'm not really sure where Hazor is going on in this, but
Indeed.
I want to see if I can catch up with him. Go on.
Okay. Well, a proposition. Huh? What sort of proposition do you bring me?
Well, you see, we propose that, these villagers are very sorry for this transgression they've committed, and we propose that you reinstate your mutual accord of staying out of each other's lands, you see.
And why would I want to do that?
Oh, you see, these villagers, they're gonna cause you all kinds of problems if you don't have peace. They've sent word to all these fancy knights and different people that to defend themselves against you, and you just don't want any trouble, I don't think.
All right, Hayes, why don't you go ahead and make a persuasion check?
Romulus is going to kind of shift his position so that he is not in between the dragon and Hazor.
Hazor, you're a fucking mad lad. You're a mad lad, Hazor, and I love it.
Nah, one. Oh, damn, it's not that one.
The dragon looks at you, he nods, says, "You know, you're quite right. We should nip this in the bud." And it takes off and starts flying to the southeast.
Going
That's
towards
where
the
the village
town.
is, isn't it?
Kill that dragon! It's going to attack the town.
Well, as it lifts
How
off,
far is it from me?
we want to attack it.
All right, roll initiative.
This is going to be a
Ashford, you said
big pain.
detect thoughts. Like, yeah, you get the dragon. Do you understand Draconic, or does
I
it?
do.
I'm asking.
It requires that I understand one language it knows.
Really? Okay. Well,
Yep.
because
and
it's
spoke
totally
common.
going to go and kill everyone in the town, and thereby end any worry about it. It's just going to take the gold from their corpses.
Way to go, Hazor! Jackass!
Well, that's
It
what
was
he
a
was
good
going to do
idea. It was a
anyway.
good idea.
It wasn't
Honest-
a terrible idea to try and
I
negotiate
liked
with
it.
it.
I liked it. It was ballsy, and it was
Yeah,
good. Good idea.
I would have suggested that instead of gold, we parlay with it where we provided a service and it refrains from pushing the matter.
Well, you could have said something, jackass.
I could have. But I didn't want to interrupt you guys when you were already talking over each other.
What?
A meme plan. I have a meme plan. Oh God, will it work?
All right. Well, Samaral, dragon has taken off and is starting to fly in a direction towards town. Well, towards
And
the village.
I hear the party yelling to kill it.
Yeah.
Wonderful. I'll take a shot. I don't suppose I'm actually hidden from this guy, am I?
Make a stealth check. You did say you were trying to hide.
Wonderful. That is a number. I don't think that's,
No, you do not have advantage on this attack.
alright.
Well, that's a fun time to net 20.
That's your initiative?
Yeah.
All right.
Sorry, I didn't roll it earlier.
And it's not going to change what I'm going to do either way. If he wants to go first or...
He'll go after you this time, and then we'll just continue.
Alright, how
Finish
how far is the dragon from me?
It is basically right above you, but 40 feet up.
Alright, bonus action, Hunter's Mark, action shoot.
Okay.
I don't think a 10 hits.
No, it does not.
And I am going to not be in the same spot when the dragon notices that someone shot at it. It doesn't matter which direction I'm moving as long as it's not into the middle of the party.
Okay. Yeah, so you run away. You can move 30 feet.
Wonderful. 30 feet, yes.
Okay. Anything else?
Nope, that's it.
All right, Saffron.
I can't do anything from this distance anyway. I passed turn.
All right, Romulus.
Shit. Okay, I'm gonna try to diffuse the situation.
And how are you doing so?
I'm going to shout after the dragon, please don't listen to the words of a deranged idiot.
Make a persuasion check. You have disadvantage because one of your party members already shot at him.
Just saying, our track record with diplomacy has literally never worked.
It won't stop us from memeing today.
I am going to use the power of my final lucky for the day.
Okay. So you're re-rolling that 16?
Wait, lucky lets me pick between the two, right?
Yes, but you're still at disadvantage, so you can
Yeah,
re-roll
yeah.
either die and then pick between them.
Yes.
So you're potentially going to get a 20, which would help you, but you're still bound by that 19 as your upper limit.
Right. So would I roll a d20 or another 2d20?
Just roll a d20.
Okay.
Well, d20 minus 2, but yeah. So
I'll just stick with the 16 for the 14.
okay. Dragon yells back, okay, I won't.
Dying.
What is your wisdom score? Romulus, what's your wisdom?
12 plus 1.
It is mocking you.
No, really?
It was either that or it was going to turn around and eat us, and then go eat the village.
There's still several people in front of my turn, correct?
Yes.
I will be right back. I will be back for my turn.
So, what exactly in terms of my action economy has that attempt consumed?
Nothing. Just about a second.
Oh.
You just yelled up at it. It yelled back.
Okay.
Is there anything you would like to do?
Yeah. I'm going to use my action to dash to the southeast.
Okay.
Basically following beneath it.
Uh-huh. Yep, I gotcha. Anything else?
Nope.
All right, Asher.
Oh man, I'm gonna do a meme thing.
Hacking or not?
Stop! They already said go to the knights! They're on the way. We're the last second attempt to stop this from blowing out of proportion! For the love of God! Hear us! Stop!
All right. Go ahead and make a persuasion check. This is a flat roll because you did mention that the gold is gone. Actually, sorry, not persuasion, deception, because the gold isn't actually gone. I assume
16.
16. Okay. Well, I guess you'll see what happens on the dragon's turn. Anything else? It does not respond verbally.
I'm gonna go and have the cart get ready to be ready to use. If it's not already.
I don't understand what you're attempting to do there.
So if it's fastened, I'd like to unfasten it.
to the cart.
I'm not sure if I fastened or hitched the donkeys.
Yeah, you said you hitched the donkeys to a tree.
I would like to unhitch them.
Okay.
Yes.
That
So I
you
can
can
get
do.
them ready to move. Yeah.
All right, Ivan. Ivan.
Mister.
Yeah, I'm sorry. What?
It's your turn.
Are we attacking or no?
That's up for debate.
I don't know,
You know
Mister. Were you
what?
paying attention
You know
to what's going on?
Well, I heard you tell it to come back, and I heard Mick tell it to come back, but I'm not sure if it's coming back.
Neither are the rest of us.
Yeah, we'll find out in like one round.
So maybe I should just blast it and piss it off to bring it back.
To your discretion. The Adventurer's Handbook didn't have a clause in this particular situation.
What are you doing,
And
Ivan?
I am
How's it
shooting at
fire?
it.
Ah, okay.
Does that hurt?
That hits.
And then while you're doing this, I'm saying, fuck, stop, ah, shit, oh, fuck.
So I start blasting.
And then,
Yep, you blast them. Anything else?
Come back here, dragon! And let me see if I can bonus action anything. I don't believe I can.
All right. Well, Dragon's turn. Dragon is going to turn around in the air. It's going to fly, dipping down a little bit closer to the trees. And as it's flying over Astrid, Ivan, and Hazor, it breathes. And I will need con saves from Astrid, Ivan, and Hazor, and Astrid also the donkeys then next to you.
TPK. TPK.
how many is that, 2?
Yeah, the 2 donkeys that you had hitched to the main wagon.
I thought I said I could choose that donkey.
I did not hear that. Did anybody else hear that?
I definitely asked if I could conceal the donkeys when what's his name
He
said
did
was
ask
gonna-
that.
Okay, I missed that.
I misunderstood.
You didn't answer it.
Hazor, okay, that's true. But Asher did unhitch them. And he was leading him over to the wagon to try to get the wagon up and running.
What save are we making?
Constitution.
Donkeys do not look good. They're in danger.
Just a little bit. It's fine. It's only
Ha,
a
I'm
young
in
dragon's breath.
I think you're in danger there, Astrid. Does tonight the night that Astrid finally dies?
All right, well, Ivan, you passed, so you will take half damage. So you take 23 poison damage. Astrid, the 2
Bonus
donkeys.
action. I'm gonna absorb element.
Okay. Astrid, your 2 donkeys, and Hayes all take 46 poison damage.
Ah,
So donkeys are fine.
so I'm down.
Donkeys
That-
melt into a
that-
pile of goo.
Let me rephrase that. The donkeys are not in pain.
So, Asher, did you just say you were down?
Definitely down. I don't have 46 hit points.
All right.
For some reason, I don't either.
Fair enough.
Funny.
Here's a question, though. What's your guys' maximum? What's your maximum HP, Hayes?
It's a 20.
Okay, so you're
2-0.
so you're at 2-0 is what you're saying at level 3.
Yeah,
So you're dead.
like it's straight dead.
If it takes you to negative max in 1 hit, it kills you instantly.
Oh no.
You basically explode.
in this case, it's more like the poison gas, like burning, melting. He looks like a victim from World War One.
Wait, what type of damage is this again?
Poison.
Plus poison. If you have absorb elements, I recommend you using it. It will save your life here.
I don't think I have that.
That is unfortunate.
All right. That is most unfortunate.
I am still alive.
The dragon flaps wings a little bit, turns back around, and continues flying to the southeast.
Well, that didn't work.
And he flies, having done there and back, he flies 40 feet away from you guys. All right, let's see. Hazor is a cooling pile of goo. Saffron?
Did that poison gas cloud kill both of those people?
I think Ashford is just unconscious, right?
No, I'm actually dead.
Oh,
Yeah,
wow.
I'm dead.
That took you to
Yeah,
negative
I'm dead.
max? Okay.
Yeah, I'm dead. I'm not surprised.
Both of
what a
them
shame.
melted, and I'm coughing and wheezing coming out of it because
You had less than 23 hit points?
I have 21 hit points.
Maximum?
Yes.
oh my god! And
If
third
Thorgar had inspired us, I would have been alive, but unfortunately, he was not here.
Oh, that would be a shame. Too bad there wasn't someone to inspire you. I think I'll spend my turn being inspired by their deaths.
That's kind of morbid.
What? I write songs about things.
All right, so you start being an emo?
No, not like that. I'm gonna immortalize them with music later.
he's an edgelord.
All right, but on Saffron, on your turn, what do you do anything?
No.
Okay. Samaral?
I'm just going to. I can see the cart and the things that have occurred, right?
Yes.
I'm just gonna slink off into the woods and hope the dragon doesn't see me on his way back.
All right. Romulus?
Romulus is going to continue to run at. Romulus is with enough as much desperation and honesty in his voice as he can. Shout up to the dragon. They misspoke. The gold has not left the town. When we went there and spoke to them, their messenger never passed us on the road to Adelaide. Adelaide does not know that the village is having trouble. By the gods, please spare the village. Basically going to try to spill as much of the information as I picked up from the old man to this dragon.
Okay. Yeah.
Word for word, as much as I can.
Go ahead. There's a lot of desperation in your voice. Go ahead and make a persuasion check. This will be a flat roll. Okay.
I have no bullshit to add to that.
All right. You hear the dragon kind of rumble down as it's passing overhead. And then why should I? Got anything else?
Yes, to continue your ultimatum as originally intended. Our only reason for coming here was to try to find an alternative means of payment, something of which has quite clearly gone out the window. We merely ask that you default to the original ultimatum of they pay you the gold.
And, all right. The dragon does seem to be reacting to that, though you won't see its effects till its turn. Anything else?
Romulus is going to kneel down and lay down his spear. Attempt to defuse this.
Okay.
Time to see how that plays out.
Yep. Let's see. Astrid did it. Ivan?
I am climb out of the fog cloud of zombies. Oh God! And melting teammates and move into the wood line away from the dragon. I am not saying a word. I am not even looking towards the dragon because I do not want him to come back by.
Okay. The dragon, on its turn, as you kind of go, banks down in front of you, Romulus, and lands right in front of you. It looks down at you and it says, well, you certainly have passion for this small village. Tell me, are you willing to sacrifice yourself to save them?
Yes.
Then I do have a solution here. The village will continue to pay me the gold they promised. But you and yours are mine. And you shall do what I say. And in return for your services, I shall keep to this arrangement with the village. It will be spared my ravagings.
So, are we dead yet?
No, the dragon is basically offering that the party works for him now, and in return he won't slaughter the villagers.
That's. I mean, is he going to pay us, or is just keeping the villagers alive the only thing?
Do you ask him that?
Go ahead, it'll be fine. Ask.
I say it like this. I say we have no issue with serving you. However, we'll be compensated. We'll be compensated more than just protection of the village.
Oh, I think you'll find working for me has certain fringe benefits. And you kind of see you drop in front of Romulus and yourself there, Ivan. A small citrine kind of falls to the ground in front of you.
What's a citrine?
A type of gem, a gemstone.
A hard gemstone.
I mean,
I have no problem working with him.
I have no issue with this.
Good. Then I have an assignment for you. And I think you shall enjoy it. To the north and the west is the coastline, a small sea. I'm not particularly interested in what you find between here and there, but off the coast of this the sea is a shipwreck, an ancient shipwreck that sank there long ago, back before even I was walking this world. There is a particular gem, not much larger than the citrine at your feet, and it is in the cargo hold of that vessel. I care not what else happens to the contents of that vessel, but you will bring me that gem.
Your will be done.
Excellent.
Would you tell us your name?
You work for Chaziel the Clever.
How do you spell that?
Well, we'd better be off then. You don't mind if we take those two, do you?
Those two. Sorry, I don't know what you're referring to.
The dead bodies.
Ah. He says, now they are of no value to me, though I know you tend to value them yourselves. They are
Well-
yours for the taking.
Well, Saffron is going to load the two dead bodies onto the wagon.
Okay.
Are we ready to leave? Splendid, let's go.
Yep.
All right.
I'll reattach Mr. Edicus to my barrels.
All right. You attach Mr. Edicus to your cart with the barrels. How are you guys planning on moving the wagon, though? The two donkeys that you brought are dead.
Don't we have a horse? Oh, that was the other wagon.
Yeah, the
Yes.
trading guy, yeah, he did not want to mess with the dragon. He left.
Right. So we just have the one horse pulling the wagon with whatever's in the back of donkey.
What donkey
Mr. Edicus.
is pulling the pitch cart?
Yes.
Right, but you guys have that second wagon.
I don't give a crap about the second wagon.
I'm
Well,
aware.
what-
I'm asking Saffron at all how they're planning on doing it, because the two donkeys that Ashford was in the process of hitching up to it were killed along with Ashford and Hazor when the dragon made his strafing run.
Oh, that's a shame. Was there anything in the wagon?
I don't know
Party
if you guys.
members?
The party members all jumped out.
Right.
But I don't know if you guys had any supplies in there. That would be inventory management. That's up to you guys.
Yeah, well, if we can't take the wagon, I would probably start looting the two dead bodies. And we can probably take care of that later.
So is our wagon beyond use now too?
The wagon itself is fine. Wagons aren't usually affected much by poison. It's more the fact that the donkeys bit it, and so you have no pack animals to draw the wagon.
Well, it's a shame having to abandon it, but I guess we'll just have to walk back. Does anybody else want whatever they had on them? Alright then, I'll just take all of it. And
Okay.
and we can handle that later. And yeah, I guess if Romulus is ready to get going, then we can just head back to town.
All right, so you're not heading to the northwest where the dragon told you the bay was.
Oh, is that not on the way?
The village is to the southeast.
I'm gonna head towards the northwest, where the dragon said the.
Yeah, I would go in
Correct,
that direction then.
Yeah, we're following where the dragon told us to go.
Does the road lead in that? Oh, well, we're not on the road, are we?
No, there was this trail through the forest, but that kind of petered out a while back. You know, when you kind of crossed into his Chaziel's domain.
All right. Well, then we should probably keep heading in the direction that he told us to head.
Okay. Alright, so you guys start heading off in that direction. Who's gonna lead? Who's navigating?
I will. All right, 1 second.
So
I was
Under,
updating the graveyard.
when I fucked off at the end of the fight, well, the
Uh-huh.
second round of the fight, which direction was I fucking off into?
Northeast. Kind of perpendicular to the flight path of the dragon, maximizing the distance.
Alright. I'd probably be a bit too far to hear the exchange.
Not really. Like, you would have been at the edge of hearing when you heard the dragon and Romulus talking, and so you would know that they're talking, not fighting. You wouldn't be able to hear what they're saying at your position.
Alright.
Would you go back, or are you going to continue running off into the woods?
I'm gonna wait to hear the sounds of either the dragon leaving or the party dying.
Okay.
I assume the dragon leaving comes first.
Yes.
Alright, I'll wait like 20 seconds and then see what happened to the party.
Well, the dragon fucks off. And it looks like the dragon's, like, the party is checking out the dead bodies in the wagon. That's like 20 seconds, so.
Alright, then I'll just rejoin the party.
Okay. All right, so that's your survival check there, Romulus?
Yep.
All right, you guys start heading off into the woods.
Just 2 people died, right?
Unless you count the donkeys as people, yes.
No, donkeys are not people.
Okay. Is there any druids in the party? Because they might be particular about that statement.
Just a Beastmaster Ranger.
Okay, dokie. So yeah, you start heading off to the northwest. Continue on for the remainder of the day, and night begins to fall. So what do you guys do? You making camp? You gonna force march? You know?
Probably make camp.
Oh, right.
Yeah, gonna make camp and contemplate choices.
Mm-hmm. Do you guys keep a watch, or?
Yes.
Yes, I will take part in watch.
I'll take watch 3.
All right. Anybody else?
Let's see. Is first taken? I'll take first. Or did he take second or first? I can't remember. Whatever, I'll take 1.
Okay.
Do we have a 4th person?
I'll take 4th.
All right. The night is quiet to the point where there's like no animal sounds around you even. Oh, there's crickets and stuff, but no like major game or anything moving. Morning comes, and with it a fog. Kind of clinging to the forest floor. But you guys have had a a successful long rest. What do you do now?
Well, I think we would let Romulus continue leading us on our way towards this shipwreck.
So,
I could certainly use some navigational assistance.
what is the plan here?
Wait, is Samuro with the party?
Yes.
Yeah.
I rejoined after the diplomacy. What is the plan? Do we have a plan?
What's the population of that town?
Darwan? Darwarn is... Here, let me actually use... 62 people.
All right, Romulus is going to respond to Samuel's question with, my current plan is make sure that the town of about 62 people don't all die. So I plan on recovering that gem.
And you don't think recovering this gem is going to lead to more deaths?
It probably will.
So why do you care about this town in particular?
Kind of our fault. Kind of 100% our fault for making the situation worse.
Our fault.
I mean, I blame the creepy little goblin gnome, but mistakes were made. Probably one of those mistakes was coming here. We have
Yes.
kicked the metaphorical hornet's nest.
So it would
The
seem.
thing, you can send a messenger, right?
Oh, the first one hasn't reached town yet. It'll be another day or two probably before I can.
Right.
It is still a bird. It's
Yeah.
not.
Well, at least for now, I would not advise treachery. At least I don't intend to be treacherous.
Not sure I follow your logic, but sure. On your head be the consequences and all that.
Indeed.
Alright, I will pick up whatever trail we were following.
Somrel, consider it buying time.
Buying time by giving our enemy weapons.
That acquiring skill so that we might be able to actually slay him.
A big might.
Yeah.
We lost a third of our hunting party to the dragon's breath.
Yep. Besides, better work for it and keep an eye on it than leave it entirely uncontested and unobserved.
Is it?
I would say so. Keep your enemies close and all that.
Sounds like a great way to get stabbed.
Yeah. Something Chazel will find out quite eventually. Alright. Yeah. Romulus is going to continue to try to get to the shipwreck.
All right. Well, start making survival checks for navigation.
And am I able to rely on Samuel for assistance?
I mean, if you show me whatever trail we're following, I can take the lead in this.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, I'll give Salmerl the information I have and attempt to assist Salmerl.
Okay. Yeah. Well, the dragon told you there is a sea to the northwest, and on the coast there is a shipwreck. And inside the shipwreck's hold is a gem that he wants you to retrieve.
Well, the good news with having a direction is it's hard to fuck that up for a long time. And the good news about a sea is it's a big target and hard to miss. So it should be just a matter of time. I'm rolling with advantage.
Uh-huh.
Right. Wonderful. Should I keep rolling or is it just one?
Yeah. No, it's skill challenge type setup.
Wow.
Jesus, double ones. Christ. All righty, that's good. All right, so a day and a night. 4 days of travel through the woods. And you arrive at the coast. Midday on your 4th day. And in front of you, you can see this expansive water heading off to the north and to the west and also to the southwest. Further south along the coast, you can see where the trees kind of give way to large grassy hills. On the horizon, let's see, normal horizon. Actually, you can't. The horizon is water. The sea is big enough that you cannot see the other side. So what do you do from here?
I'm a lot of things. A swimmer is not really at the top of that list. Do we have anyone who is?
I mean, I'm athletic. Underdark question: how does heavy armor impact swimming?
Well, have you ever done swimming with weights before?
No, I'm not an idiot.
Okay. It's like swimming normally, except that you don't float. And so you have to do all the work yourself. So it's particularly exhausting. However, it doesn't really give you all that much. Armor is still movable. So other than that, it's still possible to do it. If, however, you're like fighting a current or something, it would be exceptionally difficult with the weights and all of that,
Right.
to correct for it. Momentum would work against you in that case. But normal swimming is possible unimpeded, if uncomfortable.
All right. Well, Salmerl, do we have any idea where it is in this sea?
If I had to guess, at the bottom.
Mm. All right. All right. Under.
Mm-hmm.
I am going to start chopping down some smaller trees. Basically, I'm trying to get enough wood to build a raft.
Okay, you start chopping down some trees. Couple hours work, but it's possible.
I'll help with that.
I too shall assist them in the moving of the wood.
Okay. So it takes like 2 hours, and you're able to, cut down some trees, get some logs, make a raft.
I'll get some sticks big enough to make sort of a paddle out of. Make 3 or 4 of them.
Okay. Yeah, that is easily doable. Benefits of being on the coast in a large, thick forest is wood is relatively easy to find.
Alright, so who's all going out on this raft? I assume I'm going whether I want to or not.
I know I'm going. And Romulus is going to take off his helmet and strip down out of his armor. Leave that on his cart.
Okay.
I'll take all my metal armor off, but I'm keeping the leather armor on.
Oh, I'd like to take some of the rope I have and tie it to the end of my spear, and then tie that to myself.
Okay. So you're making a harpoon.
Pretty much.
Alrighty then.
And I'll take a couple of my other weapons, like a dagger, that kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
Well, while you two are doing that, myself and the others can watch the wagon.
Yeah, be careful around that thing. I have a lot of pitch and oil there. It's quite combustible.
Oh, I'll be careful.
All right, Samaral, you ready?
I haven't gone diving in a sea for a while, so no. But we're doing this anyways.
Pretty much. Oh, Under, I'd like to taste the water. Is it salt or fresh?
Poison water.
You taste it. This is a freshwater sea.
Oh, that's good. All right, yeah. I'm gonna push the raft out.
Wait, Romulus, before you go. Oh, they
Yeah?
just left.
No, what do you need?
It'll be you doing the diving, right?
I was planning on it, yeah.
Alright, then here, take this, and I enhance ability him for Constitution.
Woohoo!
What does that do?
I believe Constitution affects how long you can hold your breath.
That only affects ability checks, not saving throws or other effects.
Isn't drowning like a Constitution ability check or something?
It is not an ability check. It's simply a fixed value depending on what your
Oh,
con
well, in
is.
that case, I would give him Strength.
Okay.
Okie dokie.
And that's it.
All right, I heave the raft out into the water.
All right. You heave. You hoe. The raft is afloat. Speaking of which, so who all assembled the raft?
I did.
I helped.
Samaral.
I do have
Refresh.
proficiency with water vehicles.
Ah, excellent. Okay, good. So it does, in fact, not start immediately leaking and sinking.
That's good.
That is very good, yes. There's no checks to be made. His proficiency will cover that. So you have a raft.
All right, yeah. Let's push this thing to about 100 feet off the shore
Okay.
and engage the only greater phobia I have than spiders.
Deep water
The
diving.
fucking water. Yes.
All right, you jump in. It's cold.
I'll provide as much cover as I'm able to from the raft with my longbow.
Okay.
All right. And we're about 100 feet out.
Yep.
Yep. I'm gonna look down into the water and try to see what I see.
All right, you're diving down. Please make a perception check as you go deeper and deeper, way down. All right, yeah, and as you start to get near the bottom, it's only about 50 feet deep, and you look around, you see kind of off in the hazy distance to the northwest, a long spear of thick wood sticking out of the sand. What might be a ship's mast.
How far away?
It is 200 feet.
I swim back up. Also, what's the incline over there?
It's a fairly gentle incline. It would be 100 feet deep at that point.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna swim back up to Samaral and get my breath.
Mm-hmm.
Samaral, I see a ship down there.
That's good. You're looking for a ship.
Yep. Let's adjust the position of this raft. Got to get it about 200 feet over in that direction.
Alright, I will move the raft 200 feet in the indicated direction.
All right. Yeah, you expertly navigate the ship over there, directly over where Romulus indicated. You can also tell that with the water and everything, you actually can't see the bottom from here. It's like 100 feet down. It's too deep. So what do you do?
All right. I'm gonna dive back in.
All right, you dive back in. All right, you start going down and down. You realize that as the mast comes into sight, you kind of follow it down. Let's say this was a two-mast ship, and the other mast you can see as it gets closer, you can see the deck of a ship laid out. A second mast behind this one, in between the two masts, a square opening in the ship, leading to a dark hole.
All right. I swim forward, both hands on my spear.
Okay. Do you have dark vision?
No.
Okay. Well, as you look into this hole, it is dark in there.
Is there like a ship's cabin?
Yes, there is like an aft castle.
I'll check out the aft castle first.
Okay. Yeah, it's like a small little hatch, and it's like a room. It's like half stairway down and into like a rear section.
I'd like to start swimming around, looking at what I can find.
Okay, please make an investigation check as you start checking out this aft room. There is at least some light in here, trickling down through broken ceiling boards to the deck above.
Good thing I can tactically assess the situation.
Good thing.
God, this is easily the best Battlemaster maneuver.
As you're looking, you notice that they're there's like a table and a bed, long since destroyed by the water, the bedding. And you find what looks to have been like a cubby, like it would have held something, but there's nothing in it. What is Romulus's passive perception? So again, sorry, I know I just saw it, but I can.
13.
13. Okay.
All right. Where's the octopus?
There's no
Or the
octopus.
squid? Or the giant crab?
No, you're sitting there, and you kind of are suddenly like cast into shadow, and then light again as something moves above the deck, up above you.
Aquatic mind flares.
God, I know exactly what scene in The Little Mermaid this is. It's the fucking shark. I'd like to. How long have I been down here?
2 minutes.
Shit. All right. Because what determines my maximum time?
You have, while holding your breath, you can hold your breath for 1 plus your con modifier in minutes.
I'm halfway done.
Okay.
All right. I'd like to shift around a bit, like trying to find a window, and try to get a look at what that was.
Okay. You are shifting around, sort of looking outside. Don't really see anything. No fish, no sharks. And then you notice something by the doorway.
It's a fucking Sahagin.
It is, in fact, a Sahuagin. Kind of sitting there, trident in his hands, teeth bared at you. Some bubbles come out of its mouth as it like yells at you, kind of pointing the spear it has. You can see that there are 2 of them.
All right. I have an important question under.
Uh-huh.
What language are they speaking? The language of words or the language of violence?
Well, the spear is held at like a low ready position. He's not like actively trying to stab you with it. And he appears to be speaking at you, though you do not understand the language.
I'm going to attempt to sign language with one-hand communication. I don't understand him. I have absolutely nothing that would actually assist in this process.
Mm-hmm. Okay. They start advancing towards you.
He's casting a spell. Kill him.
Still yelling at you in this unknowable language. Or unknown, I should say. You could know it, but you don't. Up at the top, Samaral, you notice some figures swimming up from the depths, not directly beneath you, but from further to the south, and they appear to be coming towards your raft.
I'm going to fire an arrow in their general direction, just give them a warning shot.
Okay. You shoot your arrow kind of across them. They dive a little deeper, though you can still tell they are swimming in your general direction. They are about 100 feet away. And closing.
Underdark, how close are these guys to me?
As they have advanced, they are now 10 feet away from you.
All right. Well,
There's 2 on the surface or near the surface.
3.
3. Are they? Do they look like they're going at about a walking pace?
They're going a little faster than that. They're not like going super fast, but slightly faster than normal walking pace.
How far am I from the shore?
I believe you guys said you were 100. You went 50 feet and then 100 feet over, so it'd be 150 feet from the shore.
All right. The rest of the party's still on the shore, or have they fucked off and done something else?
That's up to them. You guys still on the shore? Saffron?
I wouldn't have gone anywhere.
All right. Ivan, you still there?
Guess not.
Okay.
hey, Underdark?
Yes.
I'd like to look around the cabin. What locations are there that look viable for dynamic escape?
There are windows. In fact, you were next to one. Remember, you went over to a window to look outside.
That's right. I'd like to smash through the window and swim.
All right. Please make an athletics check to smash through the window and start swimming to the surface.
Athletics, you say?
Athletics, I say.
With advantage.
Indeed.
Unless it's been more than an hour, but I don't think it is.
It's going down and up, moving it over, down. It's been like 15, 20 minutes.
Yeah. Oh, good thing.
Thank you, Samaril. And not Samaril, Saffron.
All right, you smash the glass window with your elbow, kind of push the glass out of the way with your armored gauntlet, and then you swim through the window and start swimming up. Lisa Hooligan, follow. And as you're swimming up, you look up, and it's still sunny out. You can see the 3 other Sahugan-shaped figures swimming towards the raft.
Or make for the raft.
All right, so you start dashing. The people are chasing you. You'd basically break the surface next to the raft as the Sahugan from the deep would basically be catching up to you, just based because they can swim faster than you can.
Of course.
Samuel, would you be doing anything as the 3 other figures are approaching the raft from the side?
I'm going to shoot at them if they get to about 75 feet by my best estimate.
Okay. All right. So, yeah, they get to 75 feet, and at that point, which is about when Gilbert would be, or not, sorry, when Ramius would be breaking the surface, at that point, we should be rolling initiative.
All right.
Hey, mediocrity.
Saffron, you should probably roll as well as you, Ivan.
Wait, how far away are these?
150 feet. They are within visual range.
Oh, okay.
And I don't know if they're going to try to get closer. You might be able to get closer, so I just figured bring you into initiative. You can always just say there's nothing you can do.
Right, yeah.
I mean, there is a short bow with my gear and a spare quiver.
Oh, is there?
I mean, it's going to be fucked for this fight, but...
Any assistance is great assistance. Good God, we're gonna have to change the name of this campaign from the Shielded Lands to the Fucked Lands.
So that short bow has a less tense string than most war bows would have, because it's not meant to shoot people, but it's still a bow technically.
And do you remember what I told you about it?
Half range.
Half range.
It would be in a short bow's long range either way. Now it's just at the far end of the long range.
Okay. Just making sure that Pete knows that the bow that there has half range.
Okay. Why does it? Is there a reason why it has that?
So
To make it easier to shoot flaming arrows at the pitch that won't put the arrow out in flight.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Lower speed.
in real life, they use a looser string so that it shoots a slower arrow. The lowered acceleration off of the bow has a better chance to keep a fire lit.
I see. Well, in that case, it doesn't even have any more range than my ranged weapon that I'm also not going to use, so I'm not going to bother.
And it has 160 feet of range if you need it, but
All right,
that
well,
is its
Saffron,
max.
you as you see Samuel prepping to start shooting, Romulus breaking the surface of the water. What do you do?
It's either like 100.
They're 150 feet off.
Yeah, there's nothing I can do. I'm not doing anything.
Okay.
I'm
Romulus.
gonna maintain concentration on enhanceability.
Fair enough. Romulus,
All right. How close is the raft?
you came up next to it. I assume you would have been swimming towards the raft while arising.
Excellent. Thank you. Yes, I'd like to climb up on the raft.
Okay, you do so. That takes half your movement.
Are there any fuckers in melee?
Actually, that is a good point. You would have been provoking attacks of opportunity from the two guys that followed you up. But they don't attack you as you leave their zone of control. So you are. If you look down, yes, the two Sahuagin have followed you up from the wreck. They are basically 5 feet away from you.
But they don't attack me.
They do not attack you as you leave their zone of control, getting up onto the raft.
I'd like to give a quick like bow to them. My apologies. Hopefully we can understand each other now. My apologies for disturbing your territory.
Okay.
And I'm gonna kind of like side mouth to Salmerl. Salmerl, get us to shore. And I'll just kind of look back at them. Hopefully this doesn't need to devolve into a horrific bloodbath. I'm gonna take the dodge action.
Okay. So, on their turn, the two Sahuagin surface and start yelling at both of you in a language neither of you know. It sounds kind of like...
Man, they couldn't have made it simple and spoke deep.
No, actually, Sahuagin is its own language.
So it sounds like they're speaking but gurgling water simultaneously.
And they are moving. They're like shaking their weapons at you, Romulus and Samuel, at both of you guys, kind of aggressively, but they do not attack. The other three, Samuel, continue swimming closer to the raft. They would be 75 feet away. It is your turn.
Alright, well, I'm going to ditch my initial plan. I'm just going to put the longbow, just going to like string it around my back and pick up an oar and fuck off towards the shore.
Okay. You start rowing. With your proficiency, you are basically able to move the raft your movement speed every round.
Do I have the ability to dash?
Yes.
I would like to do that.
All right, you dash 60 feet, I believe.
Yes.
All right, 60 feet closer to the shore. You are now only 40 feet offshore. Ivan, is there anything you're going to do?
Help.
And what do you do to do that?
I have no idea. I just got back and seen we were rolling initiative, so I have no.
Okay. Gilbert dived down into the sea, met some Sahuagin, who chased him up to the surface, but have not actually attacked yet.
So, is he on the raft? Is everybody on the raft, or just him?
Romulus and
Just-
Samaral are on the raft and are headed back to shore. They are currently 40 feet offshore. You and Saffron are on the shore.
Um. I'm not exactly sure. Let me look and see if this will work for what I have in mind. No, it only works on self. No. Oh, no. I have nothing I can do, so I'm just going to yell words of encouragement.
Okay. Saffron?
I do have something I can do. Come on, character sheet. Oh, where is it? Let's see, how many feet away is the raft? You said it was 40 off the shore?
Yes.
Alright, then I'm going to use my College of Glamour Mantle of Inspiration. And let's see, I can see them and they're within 60 feet of me. So I will choose the 2 party members on the raft. Each of them get 5 temporary hit points. And at this point, and this point only, they can use their reaction to move up to their speed in any direction.
Zoom zoom.
All right. So yeah, you can move the raft if you want to, Samaral.
That's what
I
I was
would like to
hoping
do
for.
that.
All right. Yeah, you can row the boat. Romulus, according to that, as a reaction, you can jump off the raft and swim 30 feet in any direction. Would you like to do so?
Am I on the raft?
You are currently on the raft.
Okay.
Engage the
I
enemy.
choose to use that movement speed to I don't know, dance around on the top of the raft really nervous like. You know, kind of like when you really have to, you know, use the restroom, but instead of just being really, really nervous about these the water.
Uh-huh. Okay.
Yeah, I'm just gonna nervously dance in place. That'll be what I do.
All right. You nervously dance in place. Anything else, Saffron?
Neither of them took damage, right?
They do not appear to be injured.
Then no, that'll be it.
Okay. Romulus? You are 10
how
feet
far
off.
away are they?
You are 10 feet offshore. The Sahuagin are currently 90 feet away. You guys just fucking bolted.
Indeed. I would like to hurry my ass over to my wagon. I mean, to my cart.
Okay, so you're gonna swim to shore?
You said we're 10 feet off, right?
Yep.
Can't I just run and jump?
I suppose so. All right, you jump ashore and run to your wagon. Anything
I'm
else?
gonna
Oh
shout.
no!
Yeah, I'm gonna shout. The ocean's fucking evil.
It's not the ocean, though.
And I'm going to get over to my piles of equipment.
Oh no!
Uh-huh. You're at your piles of equipment.
Can I grab and
Set
equip
the
my
sea on
shield?
fire.
You can grab and equip your shield.
I would like to do that, yeah.
Okay. That's your action. Anything else?
Gentlemen, we may want to get out of here. That'll be my turn.
Okay. The Sahuagin are going to swim towards you guys, dashing to swim 80 feet. They are now 10 feet away from the raft. The two groups have converged on each other. There are now 5 Sahuagin chasing that raft. Samaral.
I'm gonna row my raft the last 10 feet, dismount on the shore, and I'm gonna pull it onto the sand or dirt or whatever.
Okay.
I'm assuming it weighs about as much as a rowboat, 100 pounds?
Yeah.
Alright, I think I can carry more than that. Then I'm just going to, I don't know how it'd be easiest to carry it, just toss it over my shoulders and book it?
Yeah, probably.
Wonderful, I will do that.
Alright. You toss it up on your shoulder and you book it, 10 feet inland, because you're basically out of movement speed at that point.
If I still have my action, I would like to dash towards the cart.
Okay, yeah, you can use your action, you can dash and get to the cart.
Alright. And I doubt I have enough to put the cart on top, or put the raft on top of the cart, do I?
Yes, you could. That would just be more.
I would like. Yeah, I'd like to do that.
Alright, yeah, you drop the raft onto the cart. By the way, the cart is the one with all the pitch in it.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yep. Okay. Anything else?
I would like to prepare for battle, because those ocean-dwelling gremlins don't seem too happy to see us.
Uh-huh.
But no, I don't have any actions to fight back right now.
Okay. Ivan? Mister?
I don't think I have anything I can do.
Okay.
Move over behind the wagon. I'm going to move over behind the wagon and converse with the party to see where these monsters are coming from. How far are they out anyway?
20 feet offshore.
So should we start blasting or?
Yes.
Okay. And if the party believes we should start blasting, then I'm going to start blasting.
Okay. Well, go ahead and roll to hit as you start blasting. That will hit. And there's a splash. You see a bit of, blood come up with that.
Back off, beasts! And I am done.
All right. Saffron?
I'm gonna pick the one, or point at the one that he just did that to, and say, yeah, what he said, and they have to make a wisdom saving throw. That, amazingly, does not pass.
Oof. So what happens to him?
He gets mocked viciously. For 1 point of psychic damage and the whole disadvantage on the next attack roll thing.
All right.
Well, the disadvantage is good, but
Yeah, that's the main appeal.
Anything else?
Yeah, I'll give a bardic to Samaral.
All right. You do know that everyone else ran up shore a bit to the cart, right? You're kind of alone out there.
Oh, am I alone out front?
Yes.
Then I'll follow the rest of the party then.
Okay.
With my 30 feet of movement.
All right. Yeah, you get to the cart where the rest of the party is.
Yep, and that'll be my turn. Thank you for reminding me of that.
No problem. It's something your character would obviously see and might be concerned about given his somewhat squishy nature.
Yeah.
All right. Romulus.
Have they reached the shore yet?
They are 20 feet offshore.
Distance?
From you, 50.
I pick up a javelin.
Uh-huh.
I move forward 20 feet.
Uh-huh.
I throw a javelin.
Uh-huh. Roll to hit. I believe... Is that at the long range of the javelin?
No, it's at the edge of regular range.
Okay.
Javelin is
I couldn't
31
remember if it was
20.
20 or 30.
That's a fair thing to forget.
That will hit. All right. Your javelin goes into the waves. Anything else?
Do I hit? What am I
Yes, you hit him.
Right. Yeah, back up 10 feet.
Okay.
Funny thing, I have a 10 armor class right now with my shield.
That's unfortunate.
Indeed. I regret taking off my clothes.
Okay. The 5 Sahuagin, one of which is badly bloodied with a javelin sticking out of his back, comes ashore and charge down the party, spears in hand. Let's see, they had to swim 20 feet. That leaves them 10 more feet of ground movement, putting them 20 feet away from Romulus. 3 of them are going to throw their spears at Romulus.
Wee, Romulus, you have no armor on, you idiot.
Well, yeah, I had to go swimming.
Oh my
They
god.
all miss horribly.
They are probably the worst shots they're stormtrooper throwing.
Yes, they are.
Spear marks
You
are too accurate.
you
for
notice that the
Sahuagins.
chitin and like shell that they're wearing is actually like white colored.
Ah,
All right.
This is a sign from the gods.
these spear marks are far too accurate for Sahuagins.
Damn it.
Only
Several.
cave delved Zvarts are so precise.
Does one of them look in charge or bigger than the others?
Make an insight check.
The boss. Lizard. Fishman. Thing.
Insight is a number.
They are all about the same size and seem similarly attired.
Alright. I have a bardic inspiration, right?
You do.
I'm gonna pick out the one in the middle. I'm just gonna aim for right between the eyes, and I'm gonna sharpshooter shot him.
Okay. Roll to hit. That is not the one that is bloodied, by the way.
I know.
Okay.
Fuck it. I'm gonna burn a spell slot to Hunter's Mark this guy and just commit to the bit.
All right.
How big is the... Yeah, how big is the thing? D6?
The Bardic. How big is the Bardic? I think it's still a D6.
It's a. Didn't you already make your? Oh yeah, it's a D6.
12.
That sucks.
A 12 hits.
Wonderful.
Wouldn't 11 have missed?
21.
I guess you don't have to tell us that.
All right, you shoot him. Misses the head, buries deep into where the collarbone is. He's bleeding profusely, and looks like that almost took him out.
Alright. Wonderful. That is my turn.
Okay. Ivan? Mister?
Mister!
All right, Saffron?
I'll pick the first one that's bloodied, not that. Actually, no, never mind, because he didn't go yet? I don't know. I'm gonna pick the one that just got a spear through its neck.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna tell him that doesn't look very good on him.
All right.
And that's a wisdom save. That does not succeed.
These guys really are stormtroopers.
So that's 2 points of psychic damage.
Alright, he dies.
Going up in the world.
Okay. I roasted him so hard he died.
Yes. Yes, he did.
And let's give a bardic to Romulus.
Okay.
And that'll be it for the turn.
Alright, Romulus.
All right. So that one injured guy's dead, right?
Indeed.
Right?
Well, there were 2
Okay.
injured and one of them died.
There are 3 uninjured ones and 1 bloodied one still up. They are 20 feet from you.
Okay. How close is one of those spears to me?
They landed Looney Tune style all around you. You could bend down and pick up any of them.
Okay. Because I just realized I have rapid. I have like rapid throwing arm action apparently.
Great.
All right. I'm gonna pick up one of these guys, and I'm gonna use the Battle Master Quick Toss to, as a bonus action, throw an object with the thrown property, and it's a spear, so it has that.
Yes, it does. Who are you targeting?
A healthy dude.
Alright, roll to hit.
This is second bloodied guy, right?
Yeah, there's 3 normal guys. There's 3 uninjured guys, 1 bloodied guy still up. He chose one of the uninjured guys. It is worth noting that two of the 3 uninjured guys are the 2 remaining ones with spears.
Yeah, I'm gonna kill one of the guys with. I'm targeting one of the ones with spears.
Okay. That will hit.
And this is the funny part. This is also where I take my other 2 javelins and I throw one with my action and action surge. Throw a third fucking javelin.
All the same guy?
All the same dude.
Alright, so you like kick the ground, pop the spear up, throw it, and then you pull out a javelin and throw that one. And then you pull out a third javelin and throw it at him. Go ahead and make your attack rolls.
Oh my god.
They all hit.
Oh my god. They regret throwing a javelin at you.
Okay.
I'm sure
plus
they regret a lot of
6
things.
Plus 6 is 12. Plus 6 is like 18. I throw all the javelins at him.
Alright, yeah, the spear goes through him, as do the 2 javelins, and he collapses to the ground, dead.
Wow.
Romulus is just gonna gauge in like confused panic screaming, and he's gonna back up 30 feet.
Okay.
Exactly as the Roman cavalry does.
That'll be my turn.
Alright. You back up 30 feet.
Oh, actually, fun bit of trivia. I forgot the D8 from the Battle Master maneuver.
Fuck it, throw it on.
All right.
Yelling at you in their screeching language. The
I love
one
it.
remaining guy with a spear is going to chuck it at you, Romulus. Does a 17 hit you?
My AC is 10 right now.
Oh no!
Alright, it hits you for 7 piercing damage. At which point they turn and flee back into the water.
Quick, get the raft.
Alright. Samaral, it is your turn.
I'm going to put an arrow into the spine of that last not bloodied one after I put Hunter's Mark on him.
There are 2 uninjured ones, 1 bloodied one.
Let's do the dick who just threw his spear. That's awful impolite.
Okay. Well, roll to hit.
9 doesn't hit, does it?
It does not.
Alright. Well, that's my turn.
Okay. Ivan,
The bloody one. I
Yeah.
want to shoot him in the back.
roll to hit as you start blasting. That hits. That will kill him. His
Close to his
dead
chest.
body starts floating in the waves. A hole clean through the back of his chest.
This feels so good. This is like the first victory we've had in a long time.
All right. Anything else, Ivan?
Nah, they're all running. I can't chase them. So, I could, but I'm not going to.
All right, Saffron.
How far away are they? Did they?
From you, they would be 50 feet. They are like 20 feet offshore.
I'm gonna look at the bloodied one and call him a coward. And he
The
needs
dead
to make
one?
Oh, it died? No.
It got
I'll look
shot. There's a hole through its chest.
I'll look at one of the not dead ones and call it a coward.
Okay.
And that's a wisdom save. Yeah, that passes. Nothing happens.
Okay. Anything else?
Nope.
Romulus?
Distance to an injured one, or the one who hit me with a spear.
The one who hit you with a spear from you is 60 feet away.
Okay, I move forward 30 feet. Am I able to pick up like another javelin?
There's a spear there.
Yes.
You would
That
run
works.
over your spears. The javelin, not so much.
All right. So I take the spear that's in me. I'm a bonus action throw it at him.
Okay.
I want to return his spear.
Roll to hit.
He's 30 feet away, right?
He is.
No, hold on. I'm going to use that bardic inspiration.
Okay. The spear hits the water and skips off without hitting him.
God damn,
The-
9 plus 7 doesn't... Shit.
A 16 is insufficient to hit him when he's beneath the water, and you're not.
Oh, they got away.
The water basically gives him like 3/4 cover.
Right. I'm going to pick up another spear.
Uh-huh.
I'm going to throw it at him.
Uh-huh. Anything else?
That one... No, that one I don't have anything to add to.
All right.
You missed again.
Misses.
You're a spear chunking fool, ain't you?
There is one more spear on the ground.
He doesn't have action surge anymore.
I pick it up, and I shake it over my head Tuscan Raider style and go, ah!
All right, the Sahuagin fuck right off. They want nothing to do with that. They swim out of sight. Dashing. You guys are out of initiative.
Alright, I will go get the raft, put it in the water, and search for the oars for round 2 on this treasure hunt.
I'm gonna put my fucking clothes on.
Okay.
I'm literally doing this all in like a loincloth. Also, I'd like to collect all the weapons I can.
You have the spear in your hand. All the other weapons were thrown into the sea.
Even the ones that hit the guys that died on the beach?
Oh, that's true. Okay, yeah, that guy does have like a javelin in him.
It's got like fucking 3 javelins in him.
Well, he has a spear, 2 javelins. I think that's about it in terms of weapons that would be retrievable, though. The rest of it kind of they died in the waves.
Do they float or do they sink?
I believe they're metal tipped, so they would sink.
Believe it or not, I've actually made a weapons profit. I used to have 2 spears and 4 javelins. Now I'm at 3 and 5. Gonna go all Bronze Age up in here.
I'll take the raft out for a minute, see if I can find the thrown weapons and fish them out.
Sure, make an investigation check.
How many is the best? Quickly.
Investigation, that's a number. Where was that roll when I was trying to murder? What the hell?
Alright. Alright, you are able to recover. I believe there was another javelin there. And that is
Alright. I will get that and return it to Romulus.
Okay. So, what do you guys do now?
Well, I don't have the lung capacity to go diving for this thing, but I can take someone else over if you want to take a stab at it. Or can you...
Everyone just looks at you.
Oh, is it because Romulus got stabbed by one of the spears?
Well, Gilbert say okay.
Oh well. Or we can go with the plan I personally prefer and ignore this whole dragon business and fuck right off.
Well, we can't do that. We made a promise to that dragon.
It promised us loot. It matters not. We will be rich.
Assuming you don't die. Under out of curiosity, are the dragon's alignments typically the same as normal?
Yeah.
Alright. So, let me put it this way. If you guys want to hang around the dragon and make money off of it until it decides you're less convenient than it wants you to be, you can go ahead and die to the dragon's claws. I'm going to do not that. And I'm going to see if I can catch up to those traders.
Wait, traders? What?
I'm going to see if I can catch up to them. If you want to stick around the dragon and profit off of making the dragon more powerful until it decides you're not convenient enough to warrant sticking around, then you can go ahead and get killed by it. That's
No, I just got back. I have no idea what's going on.
I'm suggesting that we ditch this whole dragon business and fuck right off. If we want to take another dive down there, I have no problem with stealing a jewel that the dragon doesn't own on the way out.
Fuck it, sure. Why not?
Alright, wonderful.
I'm high on adrenaline and ready to make bad decisions.
I like you after a fight. We are still going to need to steal that gem, though, and I don't have that kind of lung capacity. The dive's going to be up to one of you. Probably you, Romulus. By the way, I got your javelin back.
Thank you. Also, I need a rest.
Romulus, how long did you have to stay down there to do that?
I could
3-4
probably do the whole thing before I run out of breath the first time around.
Well, how long, though?
I can stay down there for 4 minutes maximum.
Oh, I can stay down there for 4 minutes.
Oh, wonderful. You two can both run. Or dive. And I'll row you out again.
Excellent, excellent. Let's not go right now, though. I need a rest.
Yeah, sure. Take your time.
My muscles and my arm are kind of cramping up from throwing those javelins.
That was amazing, my friend. You took him clean apart with smooth precision.
Underdark, what
Um,
time is it?
Oh, it's about 1 in the afternoon.
I figure I might as well take a crack at it before.
We will
For
take a
dark, right?
rest.
I mean, I
Well-
can take you out there for like 10 minutes, bring you back in, get you some rest, and we can just keep taking shifts like that if you want. Or you can wait, what do you want, an hour or two, let Romulus catch his breath, and you can both go down together.
Yeah, I just need an hour.
I'm going to second wind myself before I take a rest.
That's a good idea. I'm high on adrenaline. Second wind.
All right.
Whoa! I don't know if I'm gonna get dressed in all my shit.
Is that a
Yeah.
hit die?
That's a hit die.
Are you at full health?
I am now.
Alright, then it doesn't matter.
And I'm gonna flop onto my piles of pitch, and I'm gonna take an hour-long nap.
All right. Well,
That reminds me, Romulus. I don't think it's actually going to fit too well, but this leather armor might be better than underwear if you are in a position where you're getting stabbed again. And it's probably light enough to go diving in.
Honestly, at this point, fuck it. I got chainmail.
I'm wearing light armor.
Actually, how much would the chainmail actually affect me for like moving around down there? Like mechanically wise?
yeah. I would say you're just at half speed as a result of the added bulk and whatnot.
Like when moving in any direction that isn't straight down?
Yeah. The
Okay.
weight and the bulk.
Does he go at double speed moving straight down?
Sure.
Does having objects in my hands impede my movement at all?
Depends on the object.
Like a shield, for example.
A shield would, yes. Just well, you could if you had a shield like strapped to your body so that you weren't actively using it. It wouldn't. But having it like on your arm ready for combat would, because it would basically be a flat surface you'd be opposed to when you're swimming with it.
It wouldn't work like a flipper and help him move around.
Yeah, too bad I guess I could have two shields and use them.
Well,
like,
that's actually a good point. I'm going to say that, okay, fine. That makes sense. Yeah, if you were to use it to help you move around, it would basically equal out and it would just be normal movement.
Alright.
Flippers. That's brilliant.
My character doesn't use weapons. I don't have enough hands for that.
Do either of you need a weapon that you can use underwater? Because I've got a pair of short swords you can borrow.
I mean,
It's going to be a lot more comfortable than anything larger, really. Except for maybe the spear would probably be fine.
mechanically, I cast my spells by playing the flute with one hand because I'm that cool. So would I even be able to do that underwater?
How do you plan on playing a flute underwater?
You can expel the breath you are holding to make a vocal component. Good luck after that. Also, at that point, you won't be holding your breath anymore.
Yeah, alright. I'll probably leave the flute behind.
I'm not going in the water.
I'm not going to bring a weapon.
Saffron.
You should bring at least a short sword. Or a dagger. I've got both.
Important question for all three of you. Do any of you have the ability to produce light underwater?
No.
I
a
can
lantern, but that
produce.
doesn't work underwater.
I can produce stab wounds underwater.
I can cast fairy fire.
What's the range
That
of
does
that?
produce light.
What's the range of that, Ivan?
No,
I
that's the
wanna
best
say
part.
90
It's
feet.
on
The
the target,
range
and it makes
of
the target
fairy
glow.
fire is 60 feet.
Wait,
No, the
does he-
range doesn't matter though. If he casts it on me and I fail the saving throw on purpose, then I'll just glow until he breaks concentration on it.
Yes, but does that shed light we can use?
It does. You
Outline
shed
it
light
10
when you have fairy
10
fire on
foot
you.
dim light.
But it only lasts for 1 minute. So
I
it's
know.
going to get
You
you
can see
about
out.
down there.
It'll get you down to the hold, and then the light goes out.
What time of day is it? Yeah, what time of day is it?
Early afternoon.
I can cast dancing lights.
That needs to be within a certain range of you.
120 feet.
Yeah, it's further than that down, I think.
The only thing is, all my spells require verbal. So, yeah.
Nobody here has the ability to provide me dark vision. Shit.
I can make you go faster if that would help. Not by a whole lot, but
Yeah. I'll take faster. All right, who's going out on the raft? Let's get this done.
I can go.
Can I tie a rope to the raft so I can help pull them in?
How much rope do you guys have?
50 feet.
don't tie anything to the rope, but we can have a rope connected from them to us. If
I have
we
50 feet of hemp rope.
I've got a lot.
I don't have any. I didn't buy that.
200 feet. And 30 feet of chain.
Damn.
I'm a Marine. Marines always have use for rope.
You're a Marine, and I'm the one jumping into the Marine.
You're the one diving underwater. Marines use boats. You know, on top of
I
water.
shall return.
Breathe.
Oh god, this is insane and suicidal. Let's do it before I run out of courage. Let's go. Everybody on the raft.
Alright, I will get the oars back.
Well, hold on.
Yeah.
We can't all go on the raft. Someone has to watch the stuff while we're gone.
Ivan is
It'll be in-
staying on the shore.
Oh,
he said.
okay. Yeah.
I'll also be in range. I can shoot accurately. Only going
Alright,
to be a
let's go.
couple 100 feet out. Alright, yeah. I'll push us off and start paddling out to where the thing was before.
Okay, yeah. You shove off and go to that location.
Are we at the location?
You are at the location.
I'd like to peer under the water. What do I see?
You
I'm
see,
sticking my face in.
yeah. You look down 100 feet. You make a perception check.
All right.
There is the shipwreck about 100 feet down.
Am I directly over the hold into the hall and into the hold?
More or less.
I stand up, hold my spear, both hands, and I pencil dive like straight down.
Oh, he's gone. Saffron, you're going with him, right? here, take this rope, and I'll hand him my 200 feet of rope, and I'll start tying the other end. If shit hits the fan, grab the rope, swim up, and start yanking on it, and I will help pull you up.
All right, I'll hop in much less gracefully, taking the rope down with me
Okay.
So
and
There's
holding my
200
breath.
there's 200 feet there. While they're going out those 200 feet, I'll tie on the extra 2 segments of 50 feet. Should be a total of 300 feet of rope, give or take.
Alrighty. Yep, well, with your little pencil dive, Romulus, and the weight of your armor, only takes you about 12 seconds to drop the 100 feet through the water to the surface of the boat.
I advance into the hold.
Alright, you
Saffron.
jump into the dark hole.
Never mind. I'll remind him when he gets up. He'll be fine.
Saffron, are you following Romulus into the hold?
Yeah.
Alright, so, Romulus, do you have any way to see in the dark?
No.
Okay, so you got the shaft of light that goes down to the keel. Outside of this little shaft of light, as you look around, it is pitch black.
Pitch black.
I look up. How far away is Saffron?
Saffron is like 50 feet from you, still swimming down.
And how big is this ship?
Well, it looked like there was no decking, but like it was the surface of the ship and this hold straight down to the keel. So not very big. It's only maybe 15 feet wide. From the keel that you're standing on to the hole above you is only about 10 feet.
How rotted is the wood?
It's pretty messed up.
All right.
Like
I'd
like
like to-
old, like think Spanish galleon shipwreck type look to it.
All right. I'd like to try to get back up onto the top hull and start bopping holes through the hull. I have an axe or spear,
Okay, well,
whichever I think would be more useful.
the axe would probably be more useful. You wouldn't swing it so much as you would use it as a prying tool. Like you'd pop it into between a couple of planks of wood and just kind of twist it to pop out some of the destroyed rotting planks and stuff. So you're doing this on the sides of the hull or the top deck?
The top deck.
Okay. So yeah, you start prying up floorboards. You know, more light streaming down into the hold. By the time, you know, Saffron gets down there, you've got a couple of holes in the deck, kind of shining more light into the hold, revealing it in dim light.
In that case, I get my butt into the hold.
All right, Saffron, what do you do?
I'll follow him.
All right, you guys descend into the hold.
I want to go on record as saying this is a bad.
But how long have we been down here?
So I would say it's been about 1 minute.
Okay.
These were very rotten things. It literally took him like a swing and a pry, and he had a couple of holes opened up.
Right.
I
Yeah.
would like to begin searching the ship for the gem.
Okay. Please make an investigation check as you start searching this empty-looking hold.
Good thing I have tactical knowledge. I swear to God, I take that feature and suddenly I can even roll decent on these checks.
So yeah, you're like searching the hold, and you know between the ship's ribs and all that, you can tell that their wood is pretty well rotten. And towards the bow of the ship, you find what looks to be a treasure chest, kind of bolted to the bottom.
All right. I'd like to open it.
All right. You reach to open it. As you do so, Saffron, what are you doing?
I'm probably following behind him.
Okay.
It bites my hand, doesn't it?
Your hand sticks to it as teeth grow on the lid. Please roll initiative.
Also, I'm alert. I can't be surprised.
Oh, that's good. Saffron, do you have the alert feat?
No.
All right.
Oh yeah, come at me, mimic.
Ooh, yeah.
See
that's
what happens.
All right. Those are pretty much the only people that are going to matter for this fight.
It might matter for Samaral to roll initiative, actually.
If it does, he can roll it then.
Yeah, right.
So you're stuck to it, by the way, Romulus.
Mm-hmm.
And so, it's going to try and bite you. Does a 23 hit you?
Aye, it does.
Fuckers that went down there and got into some shit.
However,
Mm-hmm.
with my spear, I shall repulse its bite.
And what does that do?
And it lets me stab it.
Okay. Well, first let me get you the damage. So you take 5 piercing
Amusing.
and 7 acid damage.
Less amusing.
You may now riposte.
Amused.
Still amusing, though.
Well, to us it is, but we're sitting out here, and you miss.
Hold on.
Okay.
Foolish mimic, I lucky that.
Do you say that?
No.
Damn.
You
Are
What
you
about
gonna-
the foolish
You
mimic
can't
part?
trick me into compromising my lung capacity.
You say
Yeah,
that, but I could.
No, you didn't say Simon Says under.
I mean, you can make you roll concentration checks after every time you get hit to see if you don't go blah blah blah.
Nah, that'd be just being mean. It's a good idea, though. I'll like that. I have to keep that in mind. But, Romulus, that hits.
Next campaign.
I shank it for a great quantity of shanking damage.
Indeed. All right. Anything else? Oh, wait, no. What am I thinking? That was still on its turn. Yeah, so now it's your turn, Romulus. You are still stuck to the thing.
Interesting. What?
You touched it
I-
and got stuck to it.
Oh, I know.
You were saying, wait, what? So that's what I was saying.
Oh, right. My apologies. Yeah, so I can't exactly say that I appreciate this situation. So I am going to, well, I guess I'm going to try to, pry my hand free of it.
Okay. That is a strength athletics check to pull yourself out of him. All right, you detach yourself from the mimic.
I would like to move myself back 20 feet.
Okay, that will provoke an attack of opportunity from him.
Indeed, foolish mimic.
Does an 18 hit you?
It does, because I did not bring my shield.
Indeed. So its tongue lashes out at you and smacks you in the ass for 11 points of bludgeoning damage, and you stop cold as it readheres itself to you. You are stuck to its tongue
Fucking
like a frog.
bastard! So I'm still in 5 feet of it?
You are 5 feet away from it, yeah. You're at 5 feet, so you're in
Okay.
melee range.
I have my reaction back, though, right?
Yes, you get that back at the start of your turn.
Excellent! I repulse him!
Okay. You're opposing his opportunity attack.
Stupid mimic!
It's like counterspell without spell slots.
Okay, that I don't have anything to bullshit it with.
Alright, you are unable to hurt it. Anything else?
Little does this... wait, actually, what have I used up resource-wise?
Well, your action was to free yourself. You attempted to move, but you got re-grappled, so you no longer have movement. And then you reaction riposted, so you'd still have your bonus action. Would you have jumped down into the water with them, Silas?
I don't know very much about what's happening.
They are
But that-
exploring a shipwreck 100 feet below the waves.
100 feet down.
Yes. Would you have gone with them?
Am not going down there. I cannot breathe underwater.
I will conclude my... Actually, wait, now, hold on. What part of it is it... What part has it grabbed me with?
Its tongue.
I'd like to use my bonus action to punch its tongue.
Okay. Roll to hit. That hits. I need to know how much damage.
5 bludgeoning!
And it
Okay.
dies!
No.
No, yeah, I'm basically waiting for my next turn when I'm going to introduce it to Mr. Pokey.
Yep. All right, Saffron, it is your turn. You are down in there, and you see Romulus struggling with this chest. That's not quite a chest.
All right. Does Romulus have a free hand / mouth to accept the end of the rope?
He does, yes.
All right. Do I have to move to hand him that, or can
You would
I
have
just
to
hand
get
it?
close. Yes, you would have to get like 5 feet closer to give the rope to Romulus.
Okay. I'll spend 5 feet of movement doing that, and then hand him that using my item interaction, and then I'm gonna action sprint and basically climb the rope back out of here, so that I'm not like getting in the way of him pulling on it.
Okay. You can
And
do
while I'm doing that, I'd also like to do the signal on the rope.
Okay, you start pulling on the rope. The rope begins spooling off the side of the raft very rapidly as the rope goes slack in your hands.
What?
Did I not have it?
You did have it. You tied, like, what was it, 300 feet of rope to the mast of this raft, or to the side of this raft, and then you dove down 100 feet. There's still 200 feet of rope to play out.
We have a mast?
No,
I just want.
I misspoke, but you tied it to the raft, right?
No, I very specifically didn't want to tie it to the raft because if something grabs the rope that's not supposed to be there, I want to be able to let go of it.
Okay, so you're just holding the rope.
Yeah, I'm just waiting for it to be tugged so I can start pulling it.
Right. So
Yes.
so you see, but how much rope did you have there? You said it was like 200 to 300 feet, right?
I thought he was
300.
holding it behind, or he was holding it ahead of like the big spool that he had laid out.
Like I'll be holding it like 5
Okay.
feet from the edge of where it's going over the side of the raft.
I got what you're saying. Okay, I'm sorry, I misunderstood how you were handling all that. Okay,
Yeah,
then yes, you start feeling Saffron tugging on the rope as more and more rope starts spooling through your hands as a result.
I will grab it and start pulling.
All right, you start pulling. I'll just slot you in there in initiative.
I will assist.
You're not on the raft. You stayed on shore.
Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot.
You can keep us in your thoughts.
Yeah.
Thoughts and prayers. Thoughts and prayers.
I was probably watching a butterfly when that happened, and then suddenly, hey, what's moving my hands? Oh, that's a rope. That's important.
All right, so you're starting to pull on the rope. The rope goes taut, and you would feel that in your hands, Romulus. Are you going to keep trying to pull?
I'm not really trying to pull. That was just to give him
No,
the
I'm
signal.
asking. Yeah.
Oh, right. I thought
But you said you
my
basically did that. Are you done? Sorry, I thought you were done. Saffron,
Oh,
are you
me?
done? No, Saffron,
yeah.
are you done?
Sa-
Okay.
That was my. I used all of my movement, so that would have been 55 back out of the ship.
All right, so Samaral. Yeah, so you feel the signal coming through the rope, and what do you do? It's your turn.
Squeeze and pull and hope the rope burn doesn't suck too much.
All right, squeeze and pull. Please make an athletics check.
All right. Athletics.
Romulus, you feel the rope going taut in your hands and it's pulling.
19.
Okay, Romulus, you hang on.
Yes.
All right, you start to lift up off the ground with this mimic heading towards the opening.
Does the mimic come with?
It is attached to you.
Foolish mimic.
Oh, I thought you said it was bolted. Or I guess it was only pretending to be bolted.
It was only pretending to be bolted.
Upon
Like
closer
many.
inspection.
One of those things, yeah.
Foolish mimic.
But it has adhered himself to Romulus, so it is coming with him right now. All right, but yeah, Samaral, you are able to basically pull him 15 feet.
Yay!
Wonderful. And I will just keep pulling as much as I'm able to, unless it would tip the boat over.
Understood. All right. Well, is that it for your turn then?
That will be it.
All right. Well, as you're moving through the water, the mimic is going to try and bite you, Romulus.
Foolish mimic.
God damn these 18s.
You mean it's playing directly into my hands?
All right, so that is 10 piercing and 3 acid damage.
Okay, this is not a happy day, but you know what? I stab him in response.
Okay.
I mean, are you gonna lose another brother to the depths of this dungeon?
All right, that hits.
Bastards just stabbing each other as they come up.
Also, a funny thing, because I don't have a shield, I can wield this two-handed.
Okay.
Which means it's a D10!
Yes.
Diabolical.
Indeed, foolish mimic!
All right, you stab the mimic for 15 as you slowly begin to float back down, having let go of the rope.
Indeed.
The mimic is now bloodied.
The mimic is quite foolish.
Romulus, at the start of your turn, you basically drop down through this opening into the hold again. The
Am
rope
I
is
able to
currently
position
25 feet
myself?
up above.
Am I able to affect my descent so that the mimic adhered to me is directly below me as we descend?
There's nothing you need to do to achieve that. It is already directly beneath you.
Excellent. Is it considered prone?
It is not.
Fuck.
I'm pretty sure mimics are immune to prone, aren't they?
They are.
Yeah, most amorphous creatures are.
Indeed. Well then. I shall smite the mimic.
You may
I shall
certainly
stab
try.
it.
Well, he has the high ground, though. Or the high water, I guess.
That hits.
And then I
Indeed,
shall
he is in high
action
water.
surge and stab it once more.
Stabby, stabby, stabby. That also will hit.
Excellent.
Like when Romulus, keep fighting.
But it is still alive. Anything else, Romulus?
Yes. I stomp on him.
Okay, roll to hit. Uh-huh.
5 bludgeoning. Oh my god, I literally get to use absolutely every resource I have to stabbing this guy.
Well, How much damage is that again?
5.
All right. It looks to be on the verge of death.
Excellent.
But it is gonna take you with him.
Strike me once more, foolish, filthy mimic.
All right.
Net 20.
Is that it for your turn?
That shall conclude my turn.
Okay. Saffron, you see him let go of the rope and float back down while stabbing the mimic.
Fucking
What's his
moron.
decision?
I'm sorry, I couldn't hear you. What was that?
Oh, I said that's his decision.
Okay. Are you continuing to the surface?
Yeah, probably.
All
There's
right.
nothing I can do down here anyway.
All right. You get to the surface.
All right, I breathe in.
Yeah, you're basically out of movement as you get to the surface, though.
Does that include dashing?
No, you were just out of your normal movement. The rope
okay.
moved you up close enough to just 30 feet.
Nice. Whatever. I'll dash back down.
So, you go up 30 feet, get a breath, and go 30 more feet back down?
Sure. I had to breathe.
All right. Samaral, the rope has basically gone slack in your hands.
Yeah, I'm not holding it. I'm following it so that I can hold it when I need to.
Right. But it's being pulled the other direction, so that's why I'm saying Samaral would kind of feel it go slack.
Yeah.
I'll go back to letting it spool out until I feel tension again.
Okay. You start feeding it out. Meanwhile, the mimic is going to try and take another chunk out of Romulus.
Come at me.
Damn, son.
You know the drill.
Yep.
You roll damage on me, and then I stab
4
you.
piercing and 7 acid.
Okay. I am, in fact, bloody.
Uh-huh. I believe you get a
I
riposte.
stab him.
Uh-huh. That hits. Alright, you feel the adhesion release as the mimic is reduced to floating goo. You also hear the clank of something hitting wood.
I reach down and retrieve my prize.
It would appear, as you look at it, to be a piece of armor made out of shell that matches what you saw the Sahuagins wearing.
Ooh.
I retrieve my prize.
Okay. But you guys are out of initiative at this point.
Also, I try to get to the surface, because fuck this shit.
Alright.
I am starting to believe that all of these brothers are idiots.
You swim to the surface. So that means you'll pass Saffron on as he's going down and you're going up.
When I see him going up, I'm gonna go back up.
Okie dokie. So you guys are back up. You guys are on the raft, I'm guessing?
Yes, indeed.
You go back to the surface. The raft is there covered. No, I'm just covered in blood. No, not really.
The raft is gone.
The raft is covered in blood. Nothing but 6 Sahagin on the surface. I killed the Sahagin! Alright, we get up there, everything's all good?
Everything's all good. You're on the raft.
I catch my breath, and I toss my prize upon the deck.
Uh-huh.
That's not a giant citrine, I'm noticing.
You got a bikini made out of shells. Congratulations. For someone in particular.
I just slew a mimic, Mono-E sludge. I'm gonna have to write home about this. Anyway, gonna go back down there after I'm gonna climb up on the deck, catch my breath some more.
So Romulus is covered in blood, right?
I'm quite covered in blood. Oh yeah, second one.
Yeah. Blood and muck.
Also, funny thing, I haven't been using that right. I have a whole extra +1 to it from being level 3. Yay! I'm slightly better from the acid wounds.
Are there sharks in these waters?
You haven't seen any.
Piranhas, barracudas, any predators?
Piranhas are saltwater fish.
Alright.
Really?
Pretty sure.
You mean the freshwater? Because we're in the ocean, aren't we?
No,
you're
we're in
an
a
inland
freshwater sea.
Oh, okay.
Remember you guys tasted it?
Oh yeah, I do
Well,
remember
guys, that's a good idea. Let's not let Underdark have any ideas about piranhas or quippers. Just if they're fresh or salt water.
that. Is Romulus still bloodied?
Oh yes, extremely.
I have a cure wounds.
What time in the afternoon is it?
It is probably like 2:30.
What time does it get dark? Or I should say, like underwater dark.
How much time have you spent underwater?
You have like 3 hours left in the adventuring day.
All right. I'd like to take an hour to rest on the deck of this raft, our mighty dinghy of conquest.
Okay.
This thing is like 4 trees strapped together.
Yes, that's exactly what it is.
It's not mighty, it's barely qualified as a dinghy, and conquest is a very strong word for anything this is going to do.
And also, I'll let Silas know about the great battle with the Mimic below the sea, and also how we fucked up some Sahagin on the shore while he was on a
Very
bathroom
good.
break.
Very good.
Well, you get 6 hit points.
Excellent.
Oh, I just realized something. It's been, like 4 days since I sent out my bird?
Yes.
When we get back to shore, I have a letter to write and a bird to find.
Wait, are we taking the raft in yet? Don't do that. We still have to go down.
When we get back to shore, later.
All right.
Speaking of, you're just sitting here for an hour, and while you're doing that, you should probably spend a hit die.
You mean a lot of hit die?
Yeah, at least one. So
Yep,
that you can
nothing
get your
happens
free,
during that hour. You guys just float peacefully on the ocean or on the sea.
Oh, very good.
get your free D6 when you do that.
Peacefully
Yeah,
might be a stretch. I'm going to be trying to teach some shanties.
Yeah, I talked them up at the end of the rest, and I'm like, hey, you guys did what a great job. You fucked that mimic up, and blah blah blah. And I'm very inspiring, and yeah, uh, 5 temp HP to 6 people. Have fun.
Excellent. I have many hit dice. Underdark, I'd like to repeat my pencil dive into the water.
Okay. Saffron, are you going with him, or is he going?
Yeah, I'll go with him.
Okay. Go down to the wreck.
And this time I'll help him look around the actual thing that we came here for.
All right, you guys are going back in the hold, or what?
Yeah.
It's treasure. It's probably in the hold, right?
Okay.
Scour this vessel for the treasure we seek.
Sure. Well, whoever's looking, you can do it with advantage because one of you is helping the other. Make an investigation check.
We're probably both terrible at this.
Oh, don't worry. I'm pretty good at it, actually.
Oh, well, there you go.
And also, because of the short rests, I get to keep spamming my tactical knowledge.
All right, you search the hold thoroughly. And other than the area where you killed the mimic and it's got like the mimic juice all over it, there is nothing else down here. The hold is empty.
You said there was an aft castle. Is there a forecastle?
There is no forecastle, just the aft castle.
Is there a 3 castle?
You also see, Gilbert, as you're searching as Romulus is searching the hold, you can tell how it sunk. As the port side, like last third of the hull, like between the keel and like a third of the way up towards the waterline, is just gone. And it looks like it was ripped away by like crashing into something.
No, it wasn't. We're in the middle of a fucking sea. There's no big rocks around here. As I look around to confirm that there are no big rocks, and this is probably a giant bite mark.
If it's not a giant bite mark, I'd expect there to be the rest of the ship somewhere nearby, right?
Actually, you know what? That's a good point. Hey, Underdark, does this match the kind of damage that would have been dealt by a prow ram?
What's your background?
Faction agent. But I have proficiency in history, if that helps at all.
That would help. Go ahead and make a history check.
One sec. Fortunately, my tactical knowledge. Fuck.
Your tactical knowledge fails.
The only thing. No. Tactical knowledge did great. My base knowledge is what was lacking.
You're not sure.
Okay, yeah. The ram, a big bite. You see any big rocks out here? Actually, wait a second. wait a second.
Rocks don't usually swim.
Exactly. This was not caused by a regular collision. I ponder in my head because I'm not going to have a fucking conversation in the goddamn sea.
This definitely wasn't caused
You
by a
could be talking
collision.
to the fish.
I would
Turn
like
this
to ascend to the surface.
Okay.
I'm probably still singing shanties long after you've left the lessons.
I wonder if Silas on the shore has just joined you and you're just bellowing this out like the 150 feet between the two of you.
Oh god, that means that when I told him about the adventures we had, I'm fucking shouting.
Having a competition to see who pisses Ivan off more.
Part of that narration would also involve Astrid and Hazor getting poisoned to death by a dragon.
Yeah, they got melted.
I swear to God, guys, we need to invent a new strategy to how we deal with this. How about this? Every time we receive a plot indicator, we just don't go with it and we freeform explore the world. Every quest marker has been nothing but death.
Well, I mean, somebody usually survives.
It's not a
carrying
quest
on the rest.
marker, it's a grave marker.
Indeed.
I mean,
But here we have our conquest dinghy. We shall sail it forth to victory.
All right, you ascend. There's no problems with doing so.
Excellent. I'd like to look around the water column as I ascend to see if I see any kind of horrifying shadow in the distance. Some
Okay.
creature from the deep.
Make a perception check.
Well, I'm gonna have to sign off. I'll see you all.
Yeah, have a good one.
All right.
Have a good night.
Like you're looking for the mysterious shadow in the water, and that guy leaves. Nah, it just looks like water, more water. There's some sand. There's a shipwreck. Water.
Aboleth water.
Sahuagin strike team. Water.
So who did he strike team? The fools? Did they not learn from the last encounter?
Yeah. Nah, it's clear. You don't see anything.
Excellent. I breached the surface.
You breach the surface next to the raft, on which Samaral is continuing to bellow out sea shanties at Silas, who is standing on the shore.
Very good.
Samaral, let's get back to the coast.
Alright, fine. I'm still singing on the way there, though.
Okay.
I just grab the oar.
All right, you grab the oar and while singing loudly, paddle your way back to the shore. The Sahuagin armor piece from the Mimic bouncing around on the raft.
I'd
And
like
you
to
guys
hold on.
Okay, you have it. You guys get to the shore.
So what's the plan now? Do we have a plan? Are we back to freeform?
Actually, does the Sahuagin armor piece feel magical?
It does not.
Ah, bummer. I can always hope. I'm gonna place it on my cart, like a hood ornament.
Okay. It's kind of a morbid hood ornament, but you do you.
It's been a morbid day. It's been a morbid day.
It has.
Seriously, why are things here so hot and cold?
I blame the dice.
Yeah, the dice are really cruel.
But the sun is starting to get low on the horizon. Are you guys making camp on the beach?
Is there a rocky outcropping or some kind of fortifiable location we can find?
Make a survival check.
Can I get the assistance of Samaral, or may I assist Samaral if Samaral is willing to assist?
Sure. Either one.
Samaral, would you like to find us a tactically advantageous resting place?
Would I?
Would you?
Would I?
I'd be happy to assist.
Silas will order Semerald to do the thing. Do the thing!
Only because you asked so nicely.
Excellent.
God damn!
It's perfect.
Fuck the dice!
All right, you find this great position.
Oh, I could set up a hammock here.
Like just barely away from shore, like over the shingle, and just barely into the woods. And you can kind of see nicely in all directions. It's a real great spot.
Oh Lord.
You know, I'm pretty sure we could be sniped from at least 13 different positions here.
I
Fuck
am
it.
certain that this is the perfect place.
Mhm.
Look. There's exactly enough room for all of my things here. And there's not even any roots on the ground. It's perfect. Don't stomp on my dreams.
That's fair.
Mm-hmm.
I detach Sir Edicus from the flammable cart.
Uh-huh.
Oh Lord.
And I presume you guys are just going to take a long rest?
Indeed.
I'm gonna build sandcastle fortifications.
Oh my god, I'd like to help.
Sam, I
Right.
will help.
Ramparts, machiculations, crenellations, none of it's gonna hold up, but it's gonna be there.
It's gonna look pretty.
All right, you guys spend the last couple hours before you have to sleep making sandcastle fortifications. And as the sun goes down and you go to sleep, we'll call the session there for the evening.
All right.
All right.